You don't even have your camera on.
You're right, I don't. Hello, everyone. We're still waiting for one more player. He should be here any minute. Oh, Buffy, thank you for the sub. There's the devil. I missed him so much. Speak to me. Okay.
He apparently missed you more than he missed me, though, so you should be happy.
I know him longer. It's relative to how long I know each of you. Like Thalian, I don't miss it all yet.
Wow.
Damn. Right under the bus.
I don't know what happened. I missed what happened.
He doesn't miss you either. What happened?
I'm not sure. So I've known Rhino longer, but I didn't, like, we weren't friends longer. Like, we knew of each other. We kind of, like, were in the same streams and same circles, but we weren't friends yet. So Gimbal is definitely the oldest here.
But you just don't remember any details about him or anything important?
Would you stop saying stuff like that? That is not true, damn it. I just couldn't. No.
What state do I live in?
California. Well, no, you moved. So now you live in Washington. You lived in California.
Oh! You got it wrong twice. That was crazy.
Wait, you don't live in Washington?
Oregon.
Nope.
Oregon? Why did I think you lived in California? Wait, no, you did live in California.
He did live in California.
Yeah, I'm not up on your move yet. I know you moved to live with her. That's it. I thought you went to Seattle.
Nope.
Seattle was sad.
Well, that's why, because I remember when you guys said we're moving to Seattle. I was like, oh, why? And I didn't say anything because I was like, I didn't want to be discouraging. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But you didn't move to Seattle?
Man, you hallucinated a whole conversation. That's crazy.
Was this one of the games that we played till 6 a.m.? Because that's possible.
Pixels, this is where you get to use the line, wrong bitch. No, wrong bitch, wrong player, not me.
You know what? I had somebody tell me that once, and I'll never forget it. I learned my lesson. Clean up all evidence. And it wasn't even like a bad thing.
Are you guys drinking kombucha yet?
No, ew. I tried it once because my dad wanted me to try it. That shit tastes like fucking ass. Spicy ass, bro. Carbonated fucking ass.
Everybody
Some people are into that.
Kombucha.
It's quite possible,
No,
ADM.
that's definitely a California thing.
Well, then they're also into spicy asshole because it's carbonated spicy.
So wait, hold on. Back to where you guys... So you guys are in Oregon now?
Yeah.
What's in Oregon?
Well, there's a lot. There's Portland.
Shush you! You don't live there.
It's quite a large state. Actually.
It's quite a large state. It has a lot of trees. They're very nice. I appreciate the trees.
Isn't Oregon?
It's not as awful as Washington. It has politics more similar to California, so that's cool. What else?
Produce.
Like name
there's a lot of good farms, a lot of good microbreweries.
Really?
Yeah, it's really nice for like local stuff.
Yeah. Other than that, it's similar to Northern California, but it's got more trees, less sun in the winter.
Is it Oregon where you can't pump your own gas, or is that Washington?
Yes.
They
it is
legitimately, like the month I moved, repealed that law.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Just for you. Okay.
Well,
so now I feel bad again. Jesus. Ask me something about Gimbal, though. I bet you got an answer.
What's Gimbal's biggest secret?
Birthday?
Gimbal doesn't have any secrets.
Gimbal's birthday?
He doesn't have one.
What's Gimbal's
last name?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
me and Gimble were on the same page on that one.
Yeah.
His last name is Bimble.
No, wait.
Gimble Bimble.
It is not Gimble Bimble.
His middle name is Bo.
Was it on your character sheet ever, or is it in your background?
His full name is Gimble Bo Bimble.
It's in my background.
Yeah, because it's not on your character sheet. Like, I would have remembered if it was on the character sheet, but if you wrote it on your background, no, I'm not going to remember that.
Yeah, it's in my background,
Oh,
which is on
so
my character sheet, but buried.
Right. Yeah, it's buried. I know, like your name I see all the time looking at your character sheet. The background I have to go
Yeah.
looking for. Okay, that's fair. And then as far as like, yeah, no, you know what? This is not pick on me time, okay? Somebody roll some dice. Roll initiative, bitches.
Immediately to violence.
Yes. No, let's not do that. But go ahead and roll the dice. You can roll. You can roll initiative.
Initiative, actually? Why?
Because those people with advantage will get like something. Everybody got fancy dice now? This is so nice. Oh no, that's just Boris.
I didn't know I have fancy dice.
Oh, you do?
I know.
yeah, Alfie had like scripture dice.
Why are you rolling these? Oh, that's so pretty.
Just to show you.
I need to get new ones. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. So, I'm still waiting for one more dice roll.
Yeah.
I'm loading.
Oh, you still not on the table?
he's
All right, so while we're
loading.
waiting for you to load on the table. So I was reading an article. I was talking to Rhino about this earlier. I was reading an article, and you know me, I go back and I read stuff. I'm like, how to be a better DM and players' choices and things like that, right? Always looking to be like strive to be better. And one of the articles I read was about players getting tired of playing the game. So
Mhm.
evidently in this study, most people don't make it past like 7th level. And the question I had was, is that the game, the players, or the DM? Like, is the DM getting bored going past it? So we had to wait for Gimbal to show up because Gimbal has played with me in one campaign the longest now, right? It's been 3 years. And I was wondering, are you tired of that game yet?
I'm a lot more excited for Dragonlance. I will tell you that much. I don't think I'm. I think that one's complicated because the party shifted around so much from Gimbal's perspective that I almost feel like I'm playing a different game than half the other player characters. So yeah, because like especially like when we're in the tavern and I have all the relationships there, it feels like it's Gimbal time, and I don't necessarily want that.
Right.
I want it to be more spread out across everyone, but because half the party doesn't know half the NPCs, it's a little,
We're getting better
different.
at it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
getting
no,
better
it's
at
You
it.
know
getting
what?
better.
This is
I have a
easily
little
solved.
crush now.
We
a little
clearly need to
dude.
spend more time.
No, don't you say,
Exactly,
don't you finish that
exactly.
sentence.
If we just spent all our time on the
I have a
surface,
better solution. We could just kill off Gimbal.
No.
well, you've certainly been trying.
I have not. So did I tell? So I gotta tell you, I have Rain. Rain is actually going through now and trying to find all the crits on Rhino, like from all the games.
Ooh,
She's trying.
research project for
Yeah.
extra credit.
Yeah, I told her for everyone she finds, I'll give her like $1. So she's looking for like all of them so we can string them together. Because I swear it's not as many times as you guys think.
You gonna buy a car?
I'm gonna buy a car. No, I'm gonna start a pool though. I'm gonna start a pool on the Discord to see who's closer in number. I am gonna bet it's me. So I was like, all right. So I was reading. I was like, well, if anybody's gonna be able to say it, it's Gimbal, because a lot of games I know don't go to like high level games, and I know some people look forward to that. Like, but I have watched a lot of games just like fade off, or people just stop playing. So I don't want that to be a thing. So breaks help. Yeah, breaks help. We get breaks. We're coming up on one for this holidays. But I was thinking maybe like, all right, I got to figure out how we get, because everybody else is still kind of new to the game. Because again, they just started. So I was like, except for Rain, but she's vested. I think she would cry if a character died, which I'm gonna have to do one day.
Oh, that's gonna be spicy.
That wasn't a threat. That was a promise. God damn.
Well, she's got to learn, and being her dad, I guess I should be the one to do it. But so yeah, so we're gonna have to figure out. Like, I want to keep Gimbal. I gotta pique Gimbal's interest again to make sure that everybody's having a good time with that game. But
I think, like, part of it is like the like goals in that game are like kind of all over the place, because like I have, character retirement goals, and then we have like the mission we're on now, but then like it's a lot of like, oh, I don't know, man. I'd have to spend a lot of time thinking about it. It's just Hmm. I think part of it definitely too is like I get really excited when we level up because I like high level mage stuff, but we leveled up now, so it's gonna be a while.
yeah, it's much more exciting when you're close.
Yeah, yeah, because like
can
when
help
we
speed
get
that
close
up.
and hit level 10, I'm gonna be stupid excited because level 10 is a subclass feature, and I've been waiting for the subclass feature since I made this character. But right now we're at level 9, and so it's just like, oh,
Just rubbing his hands together.
See, I
I've
gotta.
just never
Yeah.
gotten to play I've never gotten to play a high level character. I've done a one
That's
shot,
fair.
but then it's like that doesn't feel as fun because I don't have the investment in the character.
Yeah, and
Where
if
it's
you're
like I
playing a
can make it,
spellcaster,
but
you just got pages of spells that you don't know anything about because you've
yeah,
never played them before.
Right.
yep.
Well, the other thing I was thinking is we can have Gimbal go missing for a little while,
I don't like that.
and then
We're
we.
just gonna send him off to the Shadow Realm again. God damn.
Well, yeah, and no, because then everybody else
Yeah.
has to step up and interact and learn how to deal with it while you're gone for like a year.
Me, I step up all the time. Maybe not for the best reasons, but I step up.
No, you do. I'm not saying you don't. Relax, but on the surface, I understand where like it does seem a lot focuses on Gimbal when you guys are on the surface. That could be a lot of pressure,
And also,
especially for
like,
somebody that doesn't want to be in the forefront.
yeah, that's the problem. Is it's like a lot of it too is like character issues where it's like I made a character to not be the one talking, but I am the one talking
Then
all
you
the
should
time. And
you should just easy. You just let me fucking talk more.
They don't trust you yet.
that's the problem. It's not that I don't want someone else to talk. Half the time I'm like, Leo, come with me, and then I get talked to. But yeah, it's so like some of it is just like character personality stuff that's kind of made the game like a little bit less interesting. So it's like I like playing Liam because he's completely different. um but uh but yeah, and that's just one of those things where it's like I made a quiet bookish wizard who has been sort of forced into the front by everyone. It's like,
Because
I didn't
everyone
want to be
died or
here.
left.
Yeah. Or just, yeah. And like, because it's like when I first started playing this character, I was very much more of a tag along, who was like the weird, quirky wizard in the background. And all of a sudden, like everyone else was the tag along, and I'm like, I need want these, I need to sign up for these. This is what I want.
The line started getting short in front of you, and the
Yeah.
details.
Right, and I was in the last 2 episodes. He was in the front for most of it.
That's because they didn't want to talk to me.
No,
I'm
but
a
like,
crybaby.
but he was but he was walking around leading everybody around. And I was like, that's so different from the way he used to play.
Well, he was also doing it because he remembered where to fucking go.
Also,
Well,
I feel
that's
like
true.
just the whole dwarven thing was kind of very
Well,
like, oh, this is cool for Gimbal as a player himself. That's why,
Well,
out of
but
character, that's
also,
why I kind of was like taking the back seat. So
specifically, Gimbal canonically has a hard on for dwarven culture. So,
Yes, he does.
anytime there's dwarven architecture, dwarven history, anything dwarven related, I immediately like everything pauses middle of combat. Ooh, pretty picture.
It's like people are dying behind you.
Oh.
You're like, look at this fresco.
Yeah, I need to make sure I get a nice a nice fucking relief of this in order to better preserve these histories. And reigns over there courting with demons, and I'm just like, listen, we have to preserve this history.
Yes. So what I'm hearing is
So
Boris is gonna have to start stepping up his game.
Boris?
I mean, not
Boris
Boris.
isn't in them.
Sorry, Leo.
Well, Leo's made himself more involved in like the tavern and stuff, but
Are we
it's
ignoring the fact that I still said I could speak up for the group, but no one wants me to?
I don't care who does.
charming guard.
Honestly, I don't care who does it, and I think it's funny that you have so many hats, depending on what level you're on. Wait, am I here? Crime boss.
that's why. That's not. It's
you're too chaotic.
We would have to put you in a box, and we don't want to do that.
In a box. Oh, is
Yeah,
it just one role?
One thing. We can't
No,
have
because
that.
I'm the leader now. You know.
Don't you? No, you're not the leader now.
Look at me. Look at me.
Are we gonna have a charisma off to see who's the?
Fuck yeah, dude.
I think she beat you.
What with my 20 charisma?
I don't know, man. Her roles and her expertise. All right. So these are some of the things I've been thinking about, and I just thought it was funny. I read that article, and I was like, really? Wow. And it's like, I think, like, looking at all the games we watch and all the groups we know, actually, I could see it. A lot of groups, I've watched a lot of them just, like, suddenly end or decide to change their format. I don't want that to happen. So figure it out.
Thanks, DM.
You're welcome. Pep talk over. Now, on to tonight's game.
I feel like we've been playing together long enough that things are starting to change.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you guys get along well enough. But yeah, I do see I do see the differences in characters. So I want to start working on that. See if I can get Gimbal put him back in the background for a little while.
That sounds great.
I gave you a key. I gave you the key on how to do that, and everyone's denied it.
Well, that's the question. Would Gimbal the character hand over the keys to the kingdom to Biff?
Yeah, see, the DM doesn't care. DM usually goes, "Who's talking?" Okay, so it's the party that's got to go. Biff, would you like to do the honors? But Biff is a little bit chaotic. No, not even a little. Biff is a lot chaotic.
I don't see the problem here.
They do.
I would also like to point out another point of contention. I also made I have 2 low charisma characters who keep doing all the talking in the groups, and I didn't sign up for this shit.
Yeah, you should start making charisma based characters.
Those two.
Oh God, no, we're not doing that again. I did a one-shot where he did that. We're not doing that again.
Oh, I missed it. Is it? I gotta see the VOD. Where is it?
I'll send it to you.
It was. I don't know what you're talking about. That shit was miraculous.
Like 4.
I feel like, but in regards to that, I feel like Leo's getting more comfortable in the group, so I don't see why he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, no.
It honestly hasn't been. I mean, it's been a lot of time outside of the game, but not a lot of time has passed in the game.
That's also true. Like, in the game, I think it's only been like a month now since Leo joined them.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a little bit
longer than that, because we had a few like week-long breaks, especially the week-long break where Leo was unconscious or paralyzed.
Right, but he was he was out for a week. All right. So we'll have to start some discussions and see how we're going to progress this, because I don't want it to fall apart, and I'd rather, if we have a discussion, we decide to play something else. But I was also telling Rhino that usually when a group decides, hey, let's take a break and play something else, you rarely go back to the game you were playing.
Oh yeah.
So, which I'm fine.
You want to go back, but it's like, oh, I've forgotten literally everything.
Right. So, no, because one of the things I was thinking, if you guys are really attached to the characters, there's other games that I could shift you into if Mad Mage is not fun anymore. You know, it's just with a little bit of adjustment, you can play in just about anything. So, think about it. We'll talk about it. But I just wanted to I wanted to talk about it before we started, but you guys took too long to get here.
Live in space.
I'm not fond of space
how about
adventures.
We just go find somewhere on like the 17th level. We just go find like a staff of the Archmagi for Gimbal, and then we'll just switch up campaigns real quick.
So Gimbal wants a staff of the Magi and to be 20th.
Yeah. Easy.
Maybe you shift campaigns to where Gimbal is the bad guy.
Oh God,
Bet.
no!
That would be.
We're already halfway there.
That would be bad for all of you. Yeah, that would be bad for all of you.
Hey, could you imagine if you run a campaign where Gimbal ends up being like some type of a lich and the party are like zombie versions of themselves that protect him?
Dude, I'd fucking RP the shit out of that. You wouldn't even know it was
happening.
Biff the zombie. All right. Are you on the table? Are you all set now? Yes.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. No, we were just having a good time.
Yeah, no, I know.
There you go. Have a die.
Thank you. All right. So everybody rolled their d20s. Let's subtract 4 from that. So it's actually 16. All right. So the lowest number is Stallion. So you guess what?
Ace is high, right?
What? No, we keep going with the high is the better number. So, with your natural 1 there, buddy, you're gonna have to do your recap. So think about it, and you will. I know. While everybody else introduces themselves. So, I keep looking at the 3, Alfie, because it was just in the middle, but you are still the next lowest, so you can go ahead and introduce yourself first. Talk about your character, talk about you.
I'm country. Okay.
Are we country again? That was just a day. That was for the day.
That was a fever dream.
Yeah, Alfie is like Russianish. No, right?
Okay, fine.
Isn't she?
It's kind of like it's like a European.
Okay, well, go aheid.
Today's the defining factor. You have to decide whether or not it was a canon event.
I don't know. It's not like the DM fucking decided for me. This is fine. It's fine. I have to practice the other accent really quick. Okay. Hello, I am Alfie. I am the group's fighter. I punch people in the face. You may call me a Captain America. Ching.
Yeah, that pretty much covers everything, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right. And then it would be Boris. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Liam. Liam would be next.
Shit. I was trying to find the thing. Nah, it's okay. I'll do that later.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm Liam, and I am the resident ranger and guy who everyone keeps fucking talking to, even though I'm trying to avoid eye contact. And let's see what else. I've had a very short temper recently with the amount of bullying going on amongst the refugees. So if you cross me, I will probably put an arrow in you. I won't regret it for a moment. Have a nice day.
Yay. And then Boris.
I'm Boris. I am the group's wizard, and apparently am not to be trusted in hostile situations because everyone's of the mindset that I will murder everyone, which hasn't happened yet.
And I was gonna say, but I'm pretty sure Liam's got the most innocent blood.
Right? And then Thalion.
Hey, I'm Thalion. I'm a bard. I like Branchaller a lot. Pretty cool. I'm an elf.
And that's about you.
What else to say?
Now remind us what happened last session.
Last session, we survived nearly dying. We helped out some people. Shot a guy in the hand. Some old people died, and Alfie nearly cried. The noble guy went to the town, and we had to go chase him because he's an idiot. we had a massive argument with some council people who seemed like assholes because they still kind of believe the noble guy even though he's an idiot. And I think that's about it.
Okay. Nobody want to add anything?
We succeeded in getting refuge for the refugees, as long as we signed up for.
Now.
She has depression.
Hashtag DM drama.
Also, I'm gonna need you to learn calm emotions.
Yeah, cast it on yourself.
As long as we joined their special branch of the military to deal with the dragon people, they accepted the group as refugees.
Well, you didn't join a special branch. You joined basically as
Task Force Alpha.
Yeah, you are a special group within their military. So they kind of created the group just for you to achieve.
We're so special.
And Alfie requested a uniform. Now I do remember that.
A uniform, yeah. I think that would be.
You didn't get a uniform; they gave you a badge.
I don't, but
We
I
did
really
get
want
badges.
one.
That's fine. They said they would get back to you on that, and then you guys went back to see to the villagers. So you have accepted the job, and with that, they basically started bringing the refugees into an area outside of Kalaman.
Trade gate.
Yeah, by the trade gate. It's basically small huts, lean-tos, some tents, but it's better than being out in the wild. So that's where we kind of left off. Was you were helping people get situated, and then you were told to see the town that you are now in the service to and return when you're ready. So when you guys are ready, you need to go to back to Castle Kalaman and report in. So this is kind of like you have a leave before you start your service.
Yep. And Boris got a slight head start on.
Yes, Boris went and did his own thing. Yeah, he went and did his own thing for a little bit, but then he came back and joined all of you.
When everyone else was hard at work, Boris went and had a chat. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
You were singing. I mean, there was literally nothing that fit my my expertise.
His harder work though was playing a lute. Let's be real, okay?
No, he helped in the medical tent. Remember?
Are you insulting being a musician as a profession?
Yes.
No, he actually helped. He was helping set up and helped in the medical tent. So he actually was doing something.
How do you know you weren't even there?
Damn.
I was for the beginning of everything setting up. I just waited till everyone walked off and then I stepped away.
Okay.
I'm a medical bard.
And for some ungodly reason, everyone kept asking me questions.
Because we keep pointing at you and someone asks who's the leader.
So there's because it is
Sir Liam now.
Yeah, it is partly because whenever somebody comes up and starts talking to the group, these two look at you, and the only other person in the group is Alfie, who is a Kender, which most people don't take that seriously. You did this to yourselves.
I don't think people want to talk to Boris.
They did this to me.
I answered some questions. Like that's what I was trying to do is answer some questions.
If you want to appoint me to be the what is the like female counterpart?
Face of the group. Oh,
lady.
Madam.
Female counterpart to what?
Yeah, lady. If you want to make me, lady of the group, like I'll take it. Do I get the crown?
I think you just bring your own crown.
I'm sure we can find one for you.
All my characters get different.
I tried to answer last time. People kept coming up to Liam to ask questions, and I was trying to answer them, but people were not as welcoming, I guess, as Liam is.
I guess I just have the face of a worker.
One of the sessions, I was like half asleep for most of the time, so I just kept
no. So honestly, so you got to think of it this way. All right, people are at war, and they look at your group. Right, there is noblemen in robes, fancy elf with lute, Kender with metal disc, Archer. Which one are you going to talk to? And then, to make it worse, when they ask, who's the leader of your group? Half your group turns and looks at the Archer. This is
and
not...
I'm usually not
this
standing
is,
in the... Yeah, Boris is usually sitting in the back looking at his book or something. He's doing what Gimbal wants, to be in the background.
right. Yeah.
And
see,
you're
it's
and just sits there reading his book.
right. It's all your fault. You're setting a bad precedence for Gimbal's like, that could be me.
our bard is like, this guy.
Right.
You're wise. You're wiser, as wise as they come.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
So do not blame me. Anyway, you guys are all together. There are people walking about, getting things set up. But for the most part, you spend the greater part of the morning getting everybody shifted over. Food is being handed out. You've set up a medical tent. Raven seems to be happy. Most of your issues currently are settled. You have other issues that you need to deal with, but that comes later. So what would you guys like to do?
Let's see, cry in despair because old people are dead in front of me. What time of day is it right now?
Mid-afternoon.
Okay, so we can... Okay, it's not nighttime. So
I do want to point out that our DM did refer to Liam as a commoner, and that's why people approach him. I do want to point that out.
I never said commoner.
You look poor.
You said a person that looks like a nobleman in robes, a nicely dressed person in loot, a kender, and archer.
Yeah, that's not a commoner. He's the most warrior-like out of your entire party.
I'm pretty tough looking.
You're a kender.
You're really tough, but the problem is you're pint-sized, so people look over your head just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
They literally look down on you.
I did send you the whole blurb about kenders and their personality in society, so this should not be a shock to you.
I'm just shocked by how realistic it is to my real life. I thought I was playing a fantasy game.
Why would you pick a short character then?
I don't know now.
Both games I'm in with you, you play extremely short characters.
You remember what I just said? Don't question it. That also means
These are your choices, ma'am.
He just wants to be a little creature. Leave her alone.
Yeah, I want to be a little creature.
But I want to be respected. Well, to be fair, you could earn that. You know, as tales of your heroism, kept being told, more and more people may respond to you positively. But for now,
especially you're trying to go for the full Captain America move.
Right. For now, though, you're part of a race of kleptomaniacs that don't take much seriously. Good luck.
Okay.
Why are we kleptomaniacs? Stolen things?
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, I guess,
trust me, when the kleptomania kicks in, it's going to be a thing. She's not going to shy away from it. She's like, no, I'm a hero now. No, she's going to be like, I'll take that.
I'm a hero, therefore I should be able to take that, you know? It's kind of like...
No, that's extortion. That's not kleptomania.
I don't know what I don't even know what that word means. Anywho, I would like to go to find a seamstress.
A seamstress?
Or a person that makes... Oh, wait, I'm poor! I want to find where the head night lady is.
What head night lady?
How poor are you?
I am probably... Liam's got all my money, so probably...
She's on...
Poor.
Yeah. Did we get any money? I've still got my starting money.
We've not made any money.
Did we do all of that and not get paid a single bro?
Yeah.
People were running for their lives.
The no longer city coffers. Yeah, we feel free to take your withdrawal from the city coffers.
Yeah.
Back where we just
go back to Vogler and go take a withdrawal. You can have anything you can find. No, you didn't get paid. You never commissioned to get paid.
Now we have a salary.
You do have a salary now, yes.
I was supposed to get paid by the goblin or the gnome tinkerer for a silverware
Yeah.
catapulter,
Yeah,
but I never got that.
he owes you a fork flinger.
Yeah, he owes you a fork flinger.
Yeah.
Are you gonna find him and extort him for your fork flinger?
Yeah.
Your tail is killing me.
Is it?
No, it's she ducks. No, it's like every time I look up, it's the most movement in your guys' cameras. So I'm just like,
it's because when I smile, it goes fast. No, there's the night lady, right? That likes my jokes.
She was at the meeting.
She wasn't a
referring to.
knight.
You talking about the Marshall Vendry?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. That's who you have to report back to when you're ready. So you want to go find her before you're ready? You know she has a lot going on, right?
That's not my problem.
Kinda is when she tells you, I'll see you tomorrow. You just left her.
Yeah, but I want to ask her where I can get some clothes. I want to look cool.
I will tell you that's not going to be a worry. You just got to wait till you go back there. But I'd rather you all go back together rather than you wander there by yourself.
Okay.
You have to give them time to requisition the required equipment.
Especially for a child.
What requisition means. I'm not a child.
Child-sized person, sorry.
How much gold do we all have?
You're only 4 feet tall. Don't squint your eyes at me.
I've got a grand total of
My youngest child is taller than that.
You have a rich boy bard over there.
Right.
How much gold do you have? No, I'm talking about Thalion.
I only have 15.
15?
1-5.
How do you have 15?
I don't know.
Some of the backgrounds are a little richer. Most backgrounds have about like 10. Some of them have 15.
Yeah.
15. I am poor. I have none.
15 I seems like a lot.
I can't remember how much I started with. I have 8 left.
Yeah, I know
I paid for my ferry down to the town, and then I gave the dead people a coin.
Right. Okay.
I haven't been passing out coin randomly to random people.
Yes. Well, we're gonna have to start stealing some of your coin. I mean, we're taking some of your coin. Anyway, so
reallocating funds.
We're allocating funds. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Robin Hood, chill.
So
I walk up to Liam like I never disappeared.
You walk up to Liam like what?
Yeah, I just walk up to the where Liam is as if I hadn't really left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think they noticed your gun.
Stop answering some of these questions. I'm really tired of dealing with all these people who don't know how to set up a tent.
Yeah, it's from my background. I get 15 gold.
Okay.
A costume and a pouch of 15 gold.
Okay. So, let's say you're down to 13 because you have been traveling around a bit.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Yeah, that's fine.
You're tired of answering questions, Liam?
How about how to put up a bloody tent? You think the Fishers had never used a tent before?
Some of us haven't.
I know how a tent is set up. I mean, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So why don't you help with the tents and I'll help with the medical injuries? Those are a bit more pressing.
As far as the people who are injured,
I start telling people what to do if they ask me. I don't actually do any of the labor, but I tell like a foreman just stand there and I'm like, you want to do this?
Okay. So, as far as the people who are injured, you guys have done a good job of getting most of those people bandaged up and back out. Remember I said there was only like a handful of people left inside the makeshift infirmary that are not ready. And it's because they have like a broken leg or a broken arm, not because they have anything that's going to kill them, but they're just not able to like pitch in and help.
including Liam's
Yeah, but
friend.
they talk a lot less than the ones on the outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to hang out in there just because they want to ask questions, that's great. Boris, you will
I'm
get
busy
people.
tending to the wounded. Leave me alone.
Boris, you will get people that will come up to you and ask you questions like, do you know where Raven is? Or have you seen the mayor? What about the Liam? Is Liam around? For the most part, you're like, no, what do you need? And it's simple stuff like, do we tie off the boats? Like, should we just let them go downriver? Like, should we beach them? What are we, questions about what do we do with our stuff? Is there going to be signups? Are we going to eventually be let into the city? A lot of random questions that you don't fully have all the answers to. But I want you to roll, and I will let you pick deception, performance, persuasion, to see if you calm the masses.
So persuasion.
You could even
deception,
use intimidation, but that one might not go well for
you. I don't know if any of them are gonna. So deception, intimidation, persuasion. One of those three.
Or performance.
Well, they're all the same.
Well, lucky you. So pick one because that's actually the tack you're also going to take.
The what?
The tack, like, are you going to be basically be stern with people, like, listen, we're here, get your shit together,
yeah, got you.
Or are you going to be like, it's going to be okay?
Something tells me I'm not a smooth talker.
So Thalian, you're not far away. Liam, you're not that far away either, and you can hear people like crowding around Boris, almost in a panic. Like, sure what do you mean we can't get in? Wait, this is all the food we're getting? Like, anything you said for the last 5-10 minutes has been misinterpreted and taken in the worst possible way.
Oh boy.
You literally rolled a 1, by the way.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh, so you have created a panic. Alfie, you and Thalian kind of see this. You see Liam look over and be like, nope. Too many people.
I'll walk over and be like, I'd like to talk to the masses and kind of stand up onto a crate and be like, not to worry. We aren't completely sure of everything right now, but for now you should focus on your families and making sure you can be as comfortable as you can here. You wouldn't want to laze about. You have lives to live.
Okay, so what is out of those 4? Now you basically took persuasive tact. So what's your persuasion modifier?
It certainly's got to be better than mine.
I think she has +2. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for the most part, people are like very panically, and you kind of get up, and in the beginning they're not listening to you, and you're like, you need to go take care of your families. And when they realize you're talking and addressing them, some of them start quieting down, and some of them are actually pointing at you, and you can see that they're talking about you to themselves, like, no, she fought the dragon, things like that. It's like she's friends with the archer. Why you gotta laugh, Thalian?
This is that's how people know us. The way Liam's trying to blend into the background, oh, that's the archer's friend.
So eventually they will quiet. And between the two of you, you calm people down and send them on their way, knowing no more than they did when they arrived, but feeling a little bit more hopeful about it and more concerned about their families and their loved ones.
That's good.
I just look at Alfie and I'm like, I just shake my head and I'm like, should we waste, like, is there any hope for these people? Like, they can't even think for themselves. This is after they're gone.
How tall are you?
This is a private
Yeah,
conversation.
no, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. How
I'm
tall
taller
are you?
than you.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
she's
the
standing on a
point.
crate. So
Then
you're
we're
about
probably, I mean,
about the
depending
same
on the
height.
height of the
I
crate, then
put
we're
my
about the
finger
same
on
height.
your lips and I'm like, shh, 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 shh. That, just let them be. They'll be fine. You know, they're not our kids. Not our problem.
Yeah, we killed all our kids.
Could I go into town and start spreading rumors?
What? About?
I want to go in town and start spreading rumors about us. Like good PR.
Oh, okay. I hear rumors and I go negative right away. I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Okay.
I'll start like doing good PR for like the refugees and like us as a whole. Just like,
all right.
You know, like doing a bod thing.
Yeah, you could do that. Where would you like to do that?
I'd look for like any like large like kind of nexus in town or like a in somewhere with like a lot of foot traffic.
There's a couple of places. The city market would be like the nexus. Castle Calaman is kind of right smack in the center of the town, but the city market's not too far from there. There's also several like taverns. The two of the biggest ones I think would be the Wanderer's Rest and the Steady Bacon. Yeah, that the Steady Bacon. That is the name of the tavern, and then the other one's Wanderer's Rest. Wanderer's Rest, though, I think is an inn. Hold on, because they didn't put little pins. I gotta scroll through and look for it. Hold on. You would think they would put it alphabetical too, but they didn't. Seriously?
Well, I put myself out there. It did not go well.
Well,
I'm not a people person.
You rolled really bad, dude.
I'm not I mean, I think that fits with. I feel like I would not be empathetic with anyone. Like I would just say what it is, what's going on, and then
it's okay. Sometimes you got to take the coating of the sugar and you got to put it on the people.
The sugar.
Oh, after the crowd's dispersed a little bit, Liam will sort of wander up behind Alfie and while she's still up on the crate and just for the first time in a while look up to her and just say, "Hey, you did a really good job with that."
Good job with what? Coating
Yeah,
the sugar
helping
on the
them.
people?
Yeah, smothering them with it.
Oh, yeah.
I can smother them.
No, maybe
You can snuff them out. There's a difference.
Yeah, maybe I feel like you don't ace the sugar of the coating. You know, coating of the sugar of the people, not the
Talking about smothering them with kindness. Yes, not smothering them with a pillow.
Potato, potato.
Still smothering.
All right.
Yeah, well, all in due time.
I'm going to create a spell that's called kindness, and it's going to be a very deadly spell.
I cast kindness.
What? You guys told me to kill him with kindness.
Oh my!
It's just a reskinned blight.
Power word kill kindness.
No. Goodness. All right. Anyway, but yes, there's a couple of places in the town that you can go to, Thalion. Are you taking any of your party with you, or are you just going on ahead, like starting a PR campaign?
I'd ask if anyone wants to come to the I'd like offer, but I wouldn't be like very upfront about what I'm doing.
I mean,
be like, I'm gonna go look for a bar. Anyone interested?
I guess we could probably eat, and it's best that we don't. Honestly, I would like some peace while we eat. to be fair. As I look around, is there anyone near us, like any of the people from the town around us, within like earshot?
The sick ones in the infirmary. That's kind of where you guys based yourself.
I just quietly go, I mean, they're not going to let them in the city, so we don't have to worry about them asking city questions.
You guys aren't very good at talking to people, huh?
I'm very good at talking.
It's okay. Maybe Thalia.
I told them the facts. I don't know what they asked me the question. I gave them an answer to their question. I don't understand how they could misinterpret simple information.
Listen, when sometimes life gives you shit covered stick, sometimes you want to pretend it's chocolate covered stick. So then at least you don't feel so terrible that you have a poop covered stick, you know?
Nobody has ever handed me a poop covered stick, Alfie. Please do not take that as an invitation to do so.
Hey, you don't know, it could happen someday.
I'm starting to worry about Kenda culture.
I mean, I personally, I prefer when people, yeah. I prefer when people are straightforward with me.
Yeah, but what if you're having a really bad day? You want someone to shit in your bricks?
What?
I'm not sure why so many poop references, and I don't have any bricks, I guess, because I don't really own any property. But again, I feel like just getting the information straight, I can resolve the issue and move on faster.
Yeah, but they can't resolve this, you know? They just kind of have to live with what's going on now, and they have to make peace.
That's a resolution.
Yeah. A large part of that is accepting the truth of it.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like doing that, you know?
But
why are they getting upset with me then if they're having issues understanding?
Because they don't want to believe it's their fault.
But it is.
Well, I mean, it's not really their fault, but...
Well, okay, they don't want to have to assume the responsibility to have to take care of themselves later.
But weren't they taking care of themselves before? What's exactly has changed?
Location.
I mean, they had to feed themselves before. They had to function before. I'm pretty certain the other town didn't have... The government wasn't just providing food to every person.
Right, but like now they don't know if they can do the same jobs. Maybe they have to do different jobs, and that's really hard for them. Change is hard for some people.
They still... Okay, all right. I think it's time for food.
Well, I assume you guys were all having this conversation while walking.
Okay, that's good. Probably good call.
So, Thalian, since you
flash our badges as we walk in the...
walk around.
No, like as we walk through before they start asking us the question, the line of questioning to
It's
enter.
the same group of people, so they already know who you are. But if you flash your
point on my badge,
if you flash or show your badge, they'll just kind of nod and accept it. If you guys remember the badge ranks, you are higher than most enlisted people, except for officers. You're like in between. So they will not
Liam
stop you.
Sort of lags. I was just saying, Liam sort of lags behind the group a bit, still following into the city, but takes a long, good look at. I imagine, given the size of the city, the clearing of trees is probably like 2 miles out. And so I just sort of look off towards the closest sanctuary before turning into the city.
Poor
Is
Liam.
everyone else just like wearing their like badge super obviously? Because I just got mine on my shirt.
That's up to you guys. I could see Alfie having hers like in a flop of leather so she could flash it out and then close it.
Yeah.
FBI.
What is this town called?
Calaman.
CMPD.
K.
KMPD.
Oh shit. KMPD. Ladies, come to me.
What is the M? Oh, military police.
Man.
Gotcha.
No, I can't. Man, Calaman.
No, it's one word. Calaman.
Yeah, but CPD doesn't sound as cool as CMPD.
There's no C. It's a K.
Oh.
It would be KP. Calaman Police. But you are part of the military, so military police would work. So KMP.
D.
Where's the D come from? Department?
Police department.
No, because military police is not a department. You know what? You can call yourself whatever you want. Just make sure you show the badge so somebody understands what it is at the end.
I don't.
The Dragon Slayers.
Right? Like
I don't keep my badge brandished. It stays
hidden
away unless I need to pull it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine's tucked into my belt.
All right, so Thalion has his on like a freaking necklace.
Right. Beverly Hills police over here.
So it doesn't. You kind of. So the town is fairly big, but it's not. I want to say maybe 3-4 times the size of Vogler, but it's not. You know, it's just ancient. Town has been here. You can tell from much of the architecture. The town has been here for centuries. It is very easy to navigate through the town because the tallest structure is Castle Calaman, which sits on a rise, and it acts as a focal point, so you always can use it to gauge your distance and direction. Someone may have been here when they were younger, but it doesn't take you long to get to the Steady Bacon, which is clear across the other side of town. Steady Bacon, it is basically, you chose it because it has a very large tap room.
Nice.
So several tables in rows lined up, tankards, bars, wenches running back and forth, but it also has a stage.
I can't wait to taste this Steady Bacon that I've been hearing so much about.
You're gonna be so disappointed. So all around the tap room, hanging on the walls, are broken weapons. The lore behind the broken weapons is these are all the weapons of any defeated bandit in the Calaman area. Like, they took trophies. So these are basically war trophies. And they range from very old-looking weapons to some fairly new-looking weapons. And they're just arrayed all the way around. Like, every part of the wall is covered with some kind of weapon.
That's pretty cool.
There is a board written in chalk that has the menu. Most of the menu is fairly fish-focused goods. There's no mention of
focused fare, if you will.
Yeah. There is no mention of bacon on the menu.
Why is it called that?
You don't know.
Bruh, I'm gonna complain.
Okay. Hold on. It doesn't say.
When we walk in, is there like a table that seems kind of off to the side? From...
Yeah, you can find a table that's not really occupied. Remember, it's not dinner time, so there's not too many people in here. Mostly drinkers that have, worked their early shift and gotten off now. It gets really busy after sunset.
I nudge Liam and point to the table off to the side.
Nice spot.
While you all are kind of like going off to that table, you do notice a middle-aged man, dark hair, cropped goatee, kind of like look at you and follow you across the room, and then kind of walk over towards your table.
Alright, another one.
Can we help you?
Well, considering you're my establishment, I came to ask if there's anything I could do to help you.
Oh, you own the place? That's cool. That's cool. Why is there no bacon here?
What? Well, when we first opened, we had a huge herd of pigs that we had brought over. Pigs don't do well in the city, and it was easier to stock up on fish since we are on a harbor. So
Then
we
shouldn't you like rename yourselves then?
No, I like the name. And occasionally we'll slaughter one and we'll do some candied bacon.
Ooh.
But with everything going on, I mean, your group arriving not too long ago, I do assume you're part of the refugees. I don't recognize any of you. And I keep a fairly accurate account of all Kender that are within the city.
I mean, we're technically part of the group, but we're not from that city.
So you all pull out your badges?
I pull out my badge, I flip it open, and be like, actually, I am not. I went to help the refugees, but we are actually here as protectors of your town.
Huh. So Vendry webbed you into it, hmm? Good on her.
Oh, that's the
Liam, don't.
She's your boss.
Listen, I just know her as Pretty Night Lady.
Pretty Night. Well, she is kind of a looker. You can see like there's a little bit of glint of recognition in his eyes. He says, "Well,
for the town in return for the safety of the refugees, will seem like a pretty good deal."
That does seem like a good deal. So, a drink then, to celebrate your newfound positions, and to welcome you to Calaman.
I like this. What kind of things do you sell here as like a drinking beverage?
Oh, wine. For such an occasion. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So he'll walk away, leaving you to your table. He will come back shortly, set a bottle on the table around you with 5 glasses, and he will begin to pour into the 5 glasses. He will lift 1 glass for himself. A toast to our new officers. You see some people kind of look around and raise a glass, just happy to drink to something.
I will take a glass and I will raise it.
Yeah, I guess I will follow suit to be polite. Look at me.
I'll take a sniff before swigging.
What's the quality of this wine?
You haven't tasted it yet, but the bouquet is very it's very sweet, like flowery,
with a trace of almond. Strange.
No almond.
Taste of poison.
I'm like, listen, everything's tried to kill us so far. I'm not gonna roll bargains out.
So he waits for all of you to like raise your glass, and then he will take and he will drink.
Hell yeah, with a flourish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just swig it up.
It is definitely it's not the best wine some of you have tasted, but it is good. This
is the best wine I've ever tasted, so this shit is freaking great.
So he will finish his glass, set it down. He says, "Is there anything else I can bring you? Please enjoy the wine. My compliments."
Appreciate it.
What do you recommend?
Fish. Fried fish.
I'll have some of that then.
I think they have quippers. I think we have quippers.
I will also get some fish as well, I guess. Fried fish.
Yeah.
Be interested in being on the other end of quippers for a change.
Right? Very well.
I'll take. Do you have any bread? Can I have bread?
Yes, I can bring you out some bread. Maybe some potatoes.
You have potatoes here? Yes, please. I would love a potato.
Well, then you
Do
shall
want a
enjoy
potato,
it.
Liam?
He kind of pats you on the head.
Liam, do you want potatoes?
Yeah, no, I could use
Sounds
with
like you
something a
want
little.
potatoes.
Are you sure
Get
your
it?
accent shouldn't be
Because-
Irish?
Right?
Well, that's why I think he would want a potato, you know? With the
Maybe I've
place
been
of
scarred by
it.
potatoes in the past.
So while you guys are in here,
That's
he'll
splits.
he'll leave to go put in your order and get your order up. He will stop towards one of the serving girls and point towards your table. She'll look over, smile, and nod, and then he goes about his business. You do notice that many of the clientele in here are wearing armor.
Or aren't any of them arm wrestling by any chance?
No, they're eating or drinking. Why would you like to arm wrestle someone?
He's the strongest one in the group.
I want to see how tough I am.
Okay.
It's obligation.
It's obligated. Okay. No, currently nobody is arm wrestling. But again, remember I told you it's early.
Yeah, as the night progresses, I'd like to eventually ask permission to basically be a bard.
If you ask for permission, he will gladly tell you please and point towards the stage. He will mention that generally he shares the profits with the bards, but in your case he's willing to take a cut. Like a cut in his profit. Also depending on how good you are. He will let you know that some of these men are the men you are that will be serving under you, so you better be good.
I'd like to try and sing something very propaganda-esque towards the refugees and about how cool we are.
Okay. All right. So you guys watch as Thalion goes up on stage and starts, strumming along on
Thallioning.
he's doing his Thalion thing. The food is brought out to you. It's good. It is just like fried fish, potatoes, nothing fancy about it, but it's good. It is filling. They do bring out a couple of fresh loaves of bread for you, Alfie. Some churned thick, cinnamon butter. She's so happy.
And of course, potatoes.
And if as time goes on, you will watch as more and more soldiers come in. This would be like the equivalent of a cop's bar, except for soldiers.
Nice.
Okay.
So there are many off-duty soldiers. You see them come in, start dropping pieces of their armor and getting comfortable, settling in for a nice night of drinking. Most of the conversation is, what's going on with these people at our gates? Refugees. Town of Vogler was sacked. Yeah. And then some of them will note you and be like, they know all about it. And they'll kind of point you over. And almost on cue, Thalion starts singing his song about refugees. And are you making this song up as you go?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me performance.
I would like to use inspiration.
Do you have any? You don't have any, sir.
I do. I clicked it.
Oh, you took it off already. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Because I just looked over and it wasn't there.
Yeah, I've had that gold star for a while.
Okay, good.
So do I do advantage, then I roll into the tower?
Yes, click on advantage and then you can roll into the tower.
Yeah.
Okay. So, wow, your pluses are amazing. All right, so you start singing. The tune is there. For those of you who have listened to him sing before, you could tell he's kind of working the words out as he goes, but only because you know him and you've never heard this song before. Most of the crowd will kind of turn and listen to the song. Not all of them. Some of them are just really into their drink or their food. But a majority of the crowd is listening to him. And is it a sad or a happy song, Thalion?
probably like a kind of sad song that like ends hopeful.
Okay. So the crowd will begin to quiet as he's playing, like really just quiet up. And then when he hits the end, there's a moment of silence, and then they just erupt in clapping and cheering. And you, of course, get play us another one.
I'd ask for requests. Wait.
They'll start yelling out requests to you.
Points at his badge. You don't give me orders, no.
Right? Yeah, they'll start
I'm
asking.
just gonna take this time to talk to Liam and Alfie, who are at the table, just to be like, what have we gotten ourselves into exactly?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. I just well, I don't really know what we got ourselves into. Maybe a little something we shouldn't be into, but yeah, it is what it is, you know. At least this is a cool story. Spin will be proud of us, don't you think?
Who will be proud of us?
About that.
Spin.
Oh.
Yeah. I reckon you're right about that. I just haven't the faintest idea what we got ourselves into. I just hope we don't regret it later.
I just not exactly sure what they're fully expecting from us.
I'm sure that's all. That's probably what all cool adventure parties say before they go out on adventures.
Is that what we are now? I thought we were a military unit.
We're all of the above, Liam. Don't close your imagination off to all the wonderful things that we can be.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like adventuring, you get a little bit more freedom involved in what you do, whereas we're kind of contractually obligated to the city with our current role.
Well, listen, you didn't. Okay, listen though. You didn't all have to say yes. I wanted to say yes because I feel like the perk sounded pretty cool, and also it's not a forever thing, you know. It's only until we find out what the fuck is going on, which could prove to be helpful for multiple reasons, you know. Like this could haunt us later if we don't find out what's going on now.
Yeah, I guess that's possible.
Whoa!
I'm glad you're excited about it.
I got inspiration. I'm excited. That means I can fuck something up real good. I'm sure we'll be fine though. Like what honestly, Boris, I don't know why you're so worried. What do you think is the worst thing other than maybe death that could happen to us?
Given military history and things, being requested to do something that we don't actually feel is right.
Then you know what, buddy? We just
and then dying for it.
Listen,
and then
I
dying
said
for
other.
it.
I said other than death. Okay.
Yeah, fair.
And like
Watching all your friends die and you not dying.
Okay, Mr. Sourpuss. Aren't you like a human?
Well, frankly, that's already happened, so.
Oh my goodness gracious. I need. Is there a therapist in town? I think my friends need therapy.
We're just trying to be realistic here.
Listen.
Our first run at this group did not go very well.
Yeah, to be fair, Alfie, maybe it's a good thing. You know, I don't have anything negative to look forward to if I've already, seen all the people I care about die.
You really only care about one person, and that's me.
Yeah, and you died in front of me, and I'd prefer not to have it happen.
I'm not dead. I just took a little snooze. Little power nap, if you will.
All right, Alfie.
See, this is where positive thinking comes into play. Instead of thinking that I died, which I didn't, you can just presume that I took a little nap, which I did do.
Well, next time when you're taking a nap, make sure to keep breathing.
I'll do my best. It's hard to remember to breathe sometimes, you know.
I'd appreciate it.
So
well, I guess
maybe
we'll definitely get
Boris.
more information in the morning, though.
Yeah, definitely. I hope they give us some cool outfits. But Boris, next time you have these worry-wart little feelings of yours, just like don't.
Just don't. Okay.
Yeah, believe in yourself.
Yeah, just to be healthy. Just be happy, obviously.
I just deadpan look at Liam, like, look at my face.
William just takes a big swig of his wine, looking him deadpan in the face.
Excuse me.
Just, yeah, I mean, I don't doubt myself, Alfie. I feel like I'm fairly capable, but it's a different thing that we just dealt with than has been fought in, I guess, a long time is probably the best way to put that.
Yeah, but you know, it's an interesting way to start out a new chapter in our lives, you know?
Well, how about we enjoy tonight before we figure out what signed up for tomorrow?
Yes! Positive thinking. Yes, I like it.
Okay. All right. So, for the most part, these are military people, and while there is some drinking going on and some joking and laughter, um, the mood is like neither really positive or really negative. It's just kind of even keel. Um, a lot of whispers of rumors, things that they from the north, stories from of like invading armies, refugees at the gate. Most of the people in here are military. You could tell, like they were wearing armor. They have uniforms of the city watch. So most of them in here are military, talking about the things they've heard. Thalian, you're busy singing, so you're doing your best to just keep everybody entertained and tell a story, and you are basically spreading your propaganda through the groups. The first song, everybody really loved it. By request, you're singing, and people shout out different songs and ask you to play different songs for them. But you could tell that most of the songs they're asking you for are like songs about heroes, military heroes.
Yeah.
So a lot of military songs. Even you, Boris, know some of the songs that he's singing out there. You've heard them in your own household. Liam, Alfie, not as many of the songs would you recognize. Like you may have heard Thalian sing a couple, or you may have heard some of them traveling on the roads, but it's definitely like these are like you recognize the names of the heroes, but not the songs.
As the sort of the conversations are spreading throughout the night, and the soldiers maybe get a little more loose-lipped, I'd like to try and keep an eye out and see if I can pick up any information that about the town or the military or anything that might be useful to us and our goals.
So anything specific when you say the town or the military?
You know, since we're about to be a part of it, I guess like if there's any movement, if there's been any conflicts, any new orders being disseminated out, stuff like that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Ooh. I'd also just like to say, I can do that from a good bit away because I can read lips as well.
Yeah, that's fine. It's more like how much information you're picking up.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Thalian, that AI spit it out real quick.
Yeah, it did.
What they spit out? A song?
Yeah.
Get out.
Last song.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
That's awesome. Oh, we're gonna have. I don't have to post that in Discord. Discord. I meant to say Twitter. That is awesome. You know what? More inspiration. I'm not doing the points, so I'm just gonna click on your thing. Oh, you already have some. Well, no, you don't.
No
inspiration. Everybody has inspiration. You only see yours. I see everybody's.
Yeah, I only see mine. I was actually really confused when I didn't see everyone's earlier.
No. Yeah, no, it's just you only see yours. So right now, everybody has inspiration. I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some characteristics that you may have known or you can just confirm. But Kalaman is basically ruled by a governor and a council of prominent guild leaders and a military marshal. You've met most of those people. It maintains a significant military force to deter raiders. These are not knights, though. Even though the city is hugely influenced by Islamic architecture and art, it was once a Islamic Knights outpost that just grew. And then when the Knights retreated, it basically was taken, kept by the people. But most of their monsters are basically from the Dargard Mountains, which are not too far away. It is the capital city of Nightlun, the Islamic province of Nightlun. There is a governor, which you have spoken to and met. You have met the marshal. A lot of the talk, remember, focuses around you guys and not knowing what's going on. Like, one of the things you will hear is like somebody talking about that the invaders used metal dragons, like siege equipment. So they basically said that they had metal, like siege equipment that spit fire like a dragon. That's what they're saying.
Fair enough.
They're not wrong.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that one.
It was all in my song.
Yes, it was all in the song too. So he just confirmed those rumors too. And then so you will hear that the 5 most prominent guilds are which the ones that are on the council are the Cartographers Guild, the Dockhands Guild, the Fishers Guild, the Masons Guild, and the Shipwrights Guild.
Makes sense.
And there is a mixture of human and dwarfs on the guild council. Evidently, they don't get a lot done because they spend more time arguing with each other and jockeying for permission. Marshal Vendry is considered a good leader, and she keeps them in line. The governor, again, some people like him, some people don't. It just depends on what side of the politics you're on. Is there anything?
Like a military banter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of military banter. Unless there's something specific that you want to like guide the questioning to, or you can like ask the question. Those are the things, the normal tidbits you're gonna get.
No, I'm done talking to people. I'm just hiding like, a generic Lord of the Fist Jewelry character in the back of the bar.
Yeah, with the hood up, the pipe just lighting your face occasionally. Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
Me and Liam are both leaning back to see who can lean further.
If I get into the dim light, I disappear.
Yeah, right. If it gets dark enough, you will disappear.
And then I just admit my defeat at that point.
Say you're cheating, Alfie.
Yeah.
What are you doing with these two, like, sulking about trying to blend into the shadows?
I'm stuffing my face with food.
Okay. Other than that, nothing else?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So...
Our inspirational pep talk of positivity. That was it.
Yeah, it wore her out. Now she needs she needs sustenance.
That was a lot of work.
All right. So
I mean, to be fair, she was doing the most manual labor of all of us all day.
This is true.
She needs some calories back.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
true. So if you guys do not engage, try to steer conversations, most people will just kind of leave you be. They're soldiers. They're like approached all day long. They got their own things going on. So also you kind of outrank most of them. So they're not coming over to bother
Yeah,
you.
we're at the officers' table now.
Yeah. Well, it is now, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you notice like people looking over in your direction and kind of subtly pointing at your, well, they will point at Thalian's insignia, but then they'll like scan over to your table knowing that's where he's from. So, unless you have anything else that you would like to do here other than spread propaganda, most people are going to leave you alone. The only person that does talk to you is the owner.
Where the fuck is Derek?
I don't know. You didn't ask him to come with you.
Fucking fuck. In the middle of me eating, I will see if any of the like soldiers talk about him or talk about anything that would be similar to his descriptor.
All right, you can try and roll me an investigation check. Okay, so you do hear, like one of them mention the marshal's new envoy, and the description that they give of him sounds a lot like Derek. Evidently, okay.
I will ask them where they last see this person.
What's it to you?
They're my friend. We arrived together. I just want to make sure they're doing all right. That's all.
Who are you looking for, ma'am?
His name is Derek.
Derek. Oh.
Ask for a last name.
They kind of look at each other and they go, "Yeah, he's at the castle."
Okay. Thank you. Have a lovely night.
You too, ma'am. Kind of like stand up, give you a salute.
I mean, it feels kind of cool.
Man, they don't move until you like walk away.
Oh, yeah, I scurry away so they don't.
They'll go back to sitting down and eating. Mind you, it wasn't just the two people that came over; it was the entire table that stood up.
Yeah, that's why I scurried away because I felt bad that they were all standing.
You better learn how to salute too.
Or Alfie, she comes back nervously. Why are you so nervous about your interaction at the table?
I felt bad that they think I'm bigger than them, or more authority.
Well,
I don't know.
You outrank them.
Yeah, but they don't feel like it. That's why I want to arm wrestle somebody, but no one here is arm wrestling. So.
I would be careful about doing that, given that everyone is technically a lower rank than you. It would seem more like an order than a offer.
Well, that's
arm wrestle me now. No.
Well, that's why I'm kind of like waiting to see if anybody else does it, and then be like, "Hey, can I join? If not, totally cool." Kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just for the most part, though, these are just soldiers kind of winding down after a long day.
Valid.
And with everything talk of war, they kind of get somber.
I can teach you a new word, Alfie, if you want to have a more relaxed conversation with someone next time.
I don't know why I should trust you
or
on Rod's
phrase.
conversations, but sure.
I mean, more military side style relax. It's more of a phrase. It's at ease, so they don't stand up like that and salute you while you're trying to talk to
Oh,
them.
Or
that
as you
makes
were.
sense.
Or as you were, yeah. They will return to their activity and still respond to you.
Okay, that makes sense, I think.
And military conversations are easy. It's a matter of fact, no feelings.
Pretty much.
So wait, why aren't you more excited to go into the military? And be out in this little shindig of people.
I mean, I don't have anything against the military. I just don't exactly know what we signed up for.
Okay, that makes sense.
I have a brief description, but I don't exactly know what that fully is going to entail because I don't think the people who are sending us fully know what that's going to entail. Given that this is
That
something
is,
new.
yeah, that is quite likely. But I'm sure we'll be fine. Worst thing that happens, we got to go fight lizard people again.
Yeah, I don't like the lizard people.
I don't either. They kind of smell. Have you like when you fight them, they like kind of smell.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not usually that close to them, and if I am that close to them, I'm not. The last time they got really close, I was not conscious. Maybe it was the smell. Maybe it was the hitting me
I
really
would
hard.
not be surprised if you maybe have died because of the smell. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I look at you stone cold, like I am serious.
So while you two are talking, you do notice Jensen's kind of listening to what you're saying.
Who's Jensen?
Is Jensen the guy that Liam stabbed?
Owns the.
Liam's dead. No.
No, stabbed.
What?
No,
Oh.
that's
The owner.
JV.
Oh.
You're referring to the owner of the bar.
Yeah, it was yes. It's the owner. He didn't introduce himself. His name is Jensen. He would have told you that.
Mm.
I thought I gave it to you, but yes, the owner
It
of the
was
bar
more
is.
of a more standoffish.
He definitely seems to be interested in what you guys are talking about right now. I know because
do I notice this? Do I notice that he's like interested into what we're talking about?
Yeah, I just told you. You notice him listening to your conversation.
I don't know how obvious it is. Like he could be like trying to hide it, or he could be like.
He's trying not to be rude about it, but he's definitely like, what's going on over here? Leaning in and everything.
Cool. Yeah. Have you ever fought lizard monster, JV?
I'm sorry. No, I can't say that I have.
Good.
Never even seen a lizard man. I do hear they're quite grotesque.
Yeah, they kind of smell bad. I don't think they shower. I guess maybe Dragon Queen maybe don't want to shower. I don't.
Dragon Queen?
I'm just shaking
I'm
my
talking
head.
too much. I don't. Yeah, don't worry about it, JV. Everything's fine.
Jensen.
JV Jensen, the barman. Yeah.
Barman works.
I give him a really big awkward smile because I thought that.
He just gives you a smirk, kind of looks over at you, Boris, and nods. And he doesn't like retreat. He just kind of lingers around your table. He's watching the crowd, though, now. He goes back to watching the crowd and keeping an eye on everyone.
I spoke too much about the lizard people.
Yeah, maybe just a touch.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe details, but could be avoided. But
they have to fight them.
I mean, also, I think probably 50-50 shot that people believe that it's actually a thing.
Also true.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: if they have to fight them, their superior officers at the time of deployment will allow them to know as much as they want.
And this town is much more protected than a small fishing
What if we are the
town.
ones that are supposed to tell them?
What happened to your positivity?
I just don't know how fast word travels here, you know? I don't know if me wanting to be the savior of these people is necessarily me not being positive.
Tender Jesus, let's go.
Oh no.
The Messiah.
I just feel like that since we're now part of the military group and now report to people, that we probably should not release any information and should leave that to them.
Okay.
You know that your bard just sung a whole song about it, right?
I mean, it's
Yeah,
a
but
bard
he's not
song.
exactly the most scrupulous.
People aren't gonna
Who's
take a
gonna
bard
believe
song
him?
at face value. It's like
I
when
was
you're
gonna
trying to
say,
arrest
and
rappers.
why wouldn't a bard make a song up based off of rumors? Because
Right.
they've never done that.
Right. No, definitely not everything that a bard says is considered true. But he's not holding anything back according to his. Like, I just read the song.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I saw it. Yeah.
Like, Jesus
I mean, it's
Christ.
a little too late for that, but I think we're gonna hold on to the fact that they're gonna take it as entertainment.
Yeah, that appears to be what happened, and it was like very like well received.
Which I think is why we have the owner next to us now, trying to decipher,
listening, being nosy,
listening,
yeah,
to figure out between what is exaggerated and what is factual.
That's probably true. It's funny because it was Dalian laughed, and then somebody in the bar laughed at the same time.
Perfect.
Okay. That being said, are you guys going to finish your meal, hang out for the rest of the night in the bar, and then go where?
So, I mean, at the end of the night, I think we would go to the castle where we're being housed at current time, or lodgings. That's the word.
Well, no. Okay, so a little bit of a reminder. You guys were supposed to go out, settle your people, come back when you're ready to start. Your lodgings, you haven't been given your lodgings yet.
Yeah, and I go back out to the refugees and
camp one more night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can go, because if you're going to go, you're going back in the morning when there's activity and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do it that way then.
All right. I don't need to give anybody a long rest, but I'm going to, because I don't know if you guys cast any spells or anything.
I think I have one spell cast.
All right. The next morning, you guys will wake up. It is.
Yeah, I cast Goodberry yesterday. Yeah, that's what I cast.
Okay. You can cast it again today if you like. Why is that so quiet? Hey, play. Is nothing on this one? Oh, just white noise. That's amazing. We'll do this one. A lot of white noise.
I'm gonna say Baldur's Gate did some amazing things to D&D 5e.
Why is
some
that?
Some of the changes that they made to make some of the classes work better are so good.
In Baldur's
Gate? Some of their action economy changes are absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, I don't like the changes to 5e that they made to make the game work.
I like some of the spells, like Speak of Animals being until a long rest. It's very nice.
Yeah,
that makes me so happy.
Yeah, some of those are cute, but
whenever I wake up, I just cast that.
I love how there's like 10 or 15 cantrips in the game, and yet they still chose True Strike to be one of them.
I know, but it works better in the game.
True Strike's actually useful in that game.
It does. Okay, we're sidetracking. Who brought up Baldur's Gate?
Sorry.
Give me back your inspiration. Okay. So, the next morning, you guys will wake up. It'll be fairly, still the refugees, people going about their business, trying to find their lot in life, being displaced as they are. You all will get a much needed rest. Where did you stay? In the infirmary, or did you find yourselves like a hovel to stay in, or did you spend like one last night in the woods, Liam? Like, where did you stay?
Fuck yes, I did.
Okay. It's like, I'm going camping, which pretty much means Alfie went camping.
Yeah, I don't super like being so high up, but I guess it's fine.
I'd go wherever there was space.
So, about like maybe about a mile south of where you guys are, not too far from the walls, maybe like a couple 100 feet from the walls, there is like a little bit of a grove of trees. It's almost, well, it's actually almost the size of this town. So there is a forest to the south that you can go rest
Absolutely
in.
Beautiful.
But it's not ancient trees. They're obviously replants and younger trees, and you could see where some of the stumps are been recently cut down and new saplings have been planted. But this is probably the city's supply of wood, not too far off. So
not good enough for me. There's stars above it.
There is. So you would spend your night in the woods, fairly unbothered, because all the people who would buy like a random encounter are in this group. So. So
why would you throw that out there? That's rude.
Because it's true. The 3 people who buy random encounters are here. Well, actually 2 people. Oh no, Loco's not here. Loco would buy one too.
I mean, I can afford one if that's what you want, but
no, it's fine.
On that note,
oh yeah, it's we had like 4 sessions of straight combat, so I think it's been too long.
Yeah, no more. No, yeah. All right. But then the next
the story beats.
Yeah. So the next morning, you guys will wake up, and then you can regroup and head to wherever it is you would like to head, which I'm assuming is the castle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you return to the castle, and when you arrive, you will see guardsmen milling about. As you're entering the city, you see another wagon load of food being brought out to the refugees. You also see there has been a table set up, and there is a line of people like going to the table, leaning in, signing a document, and then going off about. Most of them are young, able, like young men, older men, some able-bodied women.
To the castle we go.
Well, you guys are already at the castle. I just went back to tell you some of the things you saw on your way in. So, when you arrive at the castle, you were told to report to the marshal's office. None of you have any idea where that is.
No, but if Darren is here, he could probably tell us.
Unless he's already there.
You do not see Darren.
Fuck.
If you ask
Can
around,
we ask one of the guards up front where the marshal's office is?
Oh, is she expecting you?
Yes.
And who might I say is calling?
The heroes.
No.
Representatives from Vogler.
I pull out the badge.
He like, oh, Lieutenant, sorry. Right this way, sir. He like turns and like
the 2 people who want to just expose it the whole time. That's not the first thing they go to when asked.
I don't know what our title is yet. Maybe she wants to give us a cool band name.
That's why they gave us a picture. It's worth 1,000 words. Just picture. Here.
Yeah, what about
multipass.
Multipass. So he will start walking through the thing.
Room is alone, so that's why I announced heroes.
As you all like start, like Boris is like, what happened? He's walking through the corridors, and every now and then he'll get to a corner. He'll make a sharp officer turn, look back to make sure you're still with him, and then continue down the hallways. And he'll lead you through a few corridors. He will take you to the marshal's office. He will turn. He will look at you for a second. He says, "This is her I forgot, an aide. I'll take it from here." He'll snap to
Thank you kindly.
Snap a salute and then head back to his post outside. The aide will look you all over. Notice the badge on Thalion's chest. And go, "Oh, just a moment, please have a seat." And we'll go inside the door. Return shortly. He says, "The marshal will see you now," and stand at the doorway, like basically waiting for you all to go past.
I'm going to skip my little bum in there.
Okay. So you skip your little bum in there. I'm assuming the rest of you go too.
Yeah, we follow suit behind Skippy.
Okay. The marshal's office is spare. It holds little more than a desk heaped with documents, shelves filled with rolled scrolls, a board on which is pinned a map of the surrounding province of Nightlun. Vendry stands as you enter and says, "Thank you for coming. I won't mince words. We are in the dark regarding the dangers I fear are fast approaching our gates. Your role will be to change that. But first, you must have questions." And she kind of waves her arms as she sits back down.
Do I get an outfit yet? Do I get the uniform yet?
Would you like a uniform?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't think you would want to be identified as such for some of these missions, but I can make sure that you have whatever gear that I could provide. There is an armory on the first floor. Mind you, you guys have gone up some stairs. There's an armory on the first floor. You can check in there with the quartermaster. Whatever you need is yours.
What's fun about this town
within
is it
reason.
actually has the exact same identifying colors as Branchella.
What is
Blue
their
and yellow.
colors?
So
it makes me laugh.
So, Alfie, you can, basically any mundane item or armor you can requisition up to medium, no heavy.
Okay.
I'll requisition myself a fuck ton of arrows.
I guess my only question would be, I don't think I need anything. I'm sure they don't have I mean, unless they happen to just have things that I would need for spell casting.
Components?
But that doesn't seem. Yeah, I don't. Would they have components? I don't think that's something that would just be.
They would send you
not
to
in this. Yeah, not in this garrison. I don't think I need any at the moment, but I was just I guess my only question would be, at least from that description that was given, that we're pretty much, I guess, rolling with the punches on what's happening here.
Well, specifically, you are expected to serve as a specialized squad, dedicated to meeting the challenges other troops cannot. That is your official description.
Understood. And from a practical sense, does that mean that after arming ourselves and preparing, we will be waiting for an assignment?
That is correct. You will be given missions that come directly from me. I will approve or reject any suggestions, but your missions will come from me. I am open. If you learn information in debriefing, we can together choose some of your next missions.
Understood. Yet anything we learn comes directly to you?
She kind of smiles. She says, "Not directly. Arrangements have been made." And she has like a little like smirk on her face when she says that.
Who is it that we will be reporting to? Debriefing, I guess.
That is being arranged currently. I'm sure you will. It would be a nice arrangement and keep someone out of trouble.
No! This sounds like we're going to work with Buttface. Don't make me work with Buttface.
I don't know who Buttface is. You mean Lord Baracus?
Yes.
Yes, if possible, we'd like to be not alongside him in our work.
I can't guarantee I won't kick him in the face.
Again, arrangements are being made. Her smirk disappears, and you can see she's back to being stern martial.
Did any of her facial expressions give away that it could possibly be that we're going to be dealing with the Lord Budkiss?
You can roll an insight check. You don't think so?
Okay.
I'd really like.
I feel like that. I feel like they would be aware that's a kind of volatile situation. Oh, right. Well, is there currently anything that we are to be doing, or are we to wait until?
The council has some recommendations, but until I am able to verify the information, I do not want to send you on wild goose chases. Your missions, hopefully, all will be fruitful. I cannot guarantee that, obviously, but I will do my best. I will not waste resources. You are not considered expendable. You are highly... You are the most learned of any soldiers we have currently.
I give Biff I give Alfie a nudge.
Why'd you nudge me? I nudge you back.
She said you're learning it.
Slap fighting.
I don't know what learned means.
Did you just say you don't know what learned means?
Yep.
You have met our enemy, dear, and you have defeated them in battle.
Oh, that makes sense. Also, are there handkerchiefs downstairs with the colors that you guys wear?
Would you? Hey, I can.
That's a really specific question.
A handkerchief. I can. Would you like to represent? We can make sure you're fitted with house colors, dear.
Alfie wants them gang colors.
Man, you want to represent? Yeah, we'll full out put you in colors. That's fine. A halberd, perhaps. Maybe a cape.
A cape?
Well,
no.
Yeah.
You said
it's a cloak. Comes from the shoulders, goes down to about your ankles. We'll have to have one made for you, but I mean, it shouldn't take long.
I will be Captain America.
Captain America doesn't wear a cape, just so you know.
Captain Crin.
In fact, none of the captains except for Marvel, I think, have anything close to a cape.
Is this because
the other way? It's Captain Calamar.
Captain Calamar. But if you would like, a cloak, we can get you one, dear.
I'm like already wearing the colors.
Right.
They just.
But they're not. But it's not like a halberd from the guard or one of the capes with the insignia blazoned on the back, which is obviously what Alfie seems to want. So they will get you.
At this point, I wanted like a subtle like two bandanas, one with each of their colors, so that way I could put like the pin on the bandana.
They're gonna give you full uniforms. You can make it up whatever way you want.
And as far as lodging, are we responsible for our own lodging at this time, or are we able to stay at the barracks?
No.
You staying out
Actually,
with the.
you will be staying in the castle. We have cleared out an entire floor for you.
Fancy.
Your eyes are blinking independently. No, sorry, Alfie. I was like, oh my god, they just started blinking offset from each other. Your mouth went wide and just started blinking like.
you'll be staying on the 4th floor, just above the barracks. Perhaps, but you're fit and young.
Yeah, I start flexing.
That's very good,
dear.
dear.
I need to go shopping for furniture.
Mild furniture has been provided, but if you would like, I'm sure it's your coin. You can do what you will as you will with it. You do remember you are being paid, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Wouldn't be here for what?
Yes, ma'am.
She gives you a look, Valian, when you say that, and then turns to Liam a little bit more hopeful that he is more honorable.
I used to being paid for trade, but
No.
I suppose it's a trade of a different nature.
You will be paid 5 gold a week. You can actually see my aide on the way out and pick up your this week's payment. Which reminds me, I have to mark the days on the calendar, or else I won't remember when you're supposed to get paid again. I don't remember what month it is. All right. Let's say today is the 8th. I just don't remember what month it is. I have to go look at when the holiday, what day the holiday fell. So we're just saying it's the beginning of the week for now. And then you guys just have to remember 7 days from now. Liam, you're good at keeping track of stuff. You do it.
Cool.
So if you guys don't get paid, it's Liam's fault.
I'm reminding you every fucking session.
Has it been a week? Has it been a week?
Do you want to trust anyone else?
I guess we will head up to our.
I think it's the wizard's job.
You're right, wizard. You keep track of the weeks.
Okie dokie.
He's the only one with a book.
Yeah, you're the learned one with a book.
We're all learned ones, according to.
But we don't all have books. I have a book in my backpack, but nobody knows that.
So, any other questions? You don't seem very inquisitive, lad. I hope that out in the field you will ask more questions and take more notes.
I mean,
we kind of told you everything we already know, so it's kind of like, what more can we tell you or ask?
I suppose I do have one question. Is there someplace? Is this something I might go out of the castle for? I'm just looking for maybe like a small chunk of carving wood.
Carving wood?
Yeah.
That can be provided and brought up to your room. Would you like a stump?
A big piece or a whittle piece?
Wow.
He said whittle?
Yes, I know. Oh, Jesus.
He said whittle.
I'll just look at her and I'll just say, I just sort of hold my hands out, roughly the size of the head of one of the beasts. Say the relief of the enemy should be about this big. It'd be nice to put a face to it. Something that's better than words describe what we're up against.
Very well. I can have that brought to your room. Any type of wood particular?
Fancy.
Did he drop? Because he was going robotic.
I think my headset cut out.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now.
What happened?
Nope. you might have to switch because you keep fading in and out.
He's
Why am I
asking you
fading in
what
and out?
kind of wood that you want to carve.
Oh, okay. I- in something soft like do we have pine? I don't know what trees here are like.
Yeah, we can find you a pine tree.
That's been wonderful.
Okay. All right. Anything else? She looks at all of you.
Okay, I have a question. It's kind of a serious question though, so like hold your belt buckle. So for example, if we come into a situation in which, for example, you say kill all these people because they are associated with bad, and I come across someone who I genuinely think will not harm us and is not in trouble, but it goes against what you say, but it is a greater good thing, am I allowed to make that choice? Will I be reprimanded for that choice?
Are you asking me if it's okay for you to kill someone, dear?
No, but
I think
is
she's
it
asking if
okay
it's
to
okay
go?
to not kill someone.
Yeah, kind of like,
Make a
is it
judgment
okay?
call.
Yeah, is it okay for me to make my own judgment calls?
I see. So, as your specialized unit, you have a fair degree of independence. We hope that you make good decisions for the sake of Kalaman and its people, as well as the people of Vogler. So you're not, your orders are very general. You will achieve your goals as you deem most efficient.
Okay.
Are we all clear then?
I believe so.
Very well. I will have a guard take you to your rooms. And she kind of like yells towards the door. The aide will open the door, like basically just holding it so you can walk outside. And you see a guard kind of wringing his hands, pacing back and forth. And when the door opens, he looks up at all of you wide eyed. He is older, gray hair, salt and pepper color hair.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Who are you?
I'm Lester. I'm here to
Hello,
take you
Lester.
to your rooms and give you a
Okay.
brief tour of the castle.
Have
So-
you seen my friend Darrett?
Excuse me?
My friend Darrett.
I do not know this, Darrett. Should I?
No.
Is he a
but
kender like you?
No,
Oh.
he's human, but he is in the castle somewhere. I just want to make sure that he's okay.
Well, I'm sure if he's in the castle, he's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, come this way. I'll give you the tour. And he will basically just like take you through the first floor. He will take you through the second floor, the third floor, and the fourth floor. I'm just gonna give you the keys and the highlights. The first floor is the city council. That's where you guys have been. The city council and the governor meet, hold events on the first floor. Various government offices, a small library, and the armory are here. So he will point out the armory to you, Alfie, where you will be like, oh, you can get, again, anything mundane. So, sword, shield, armor. No heavy. Arrows, bows, pretty much. But also, if they give you a sword, you can't keep coming back every 10 minutes and ask for another one. They're going to start wondering what you're doing with your swords.
So I can only have medium armor then?
Yes, they don't have any heavy to give out.
Okay. Is there armor that's better than chainmail that's medium? I don't really know how armor works.
I think splint is better. What do you have? Chain?
No,
You have
splint's
chain.
heavy. I think half plate or a breastplate.
I have chainmail right now.
You have chainmail right now. I think breastplate is heavy. Has more
I
armor.
think that's the next tier.
Yeah. You just can't go into heavy. So Alfie, if you go to items in Fantasy Grounds, you go to items. I'll do it with you. So if you look at the top, there's 4 tabs. One of them says armor, one of them says weapons, one of them says gear, one of them says templates. If you click on the armor one, it'll give you a nice chart of light armor and all the armors that are available to you, and then it'll give you heavy armor. So it'll give you all the armors in the groups. You just can't. They won't give you anything from heavy because they don't have it. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. And then my list is a lot longer because I have all the magical stuff on here. But yes, you can pick something from there. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, and you don't have, like, just let me know what it is so I can drag it out and drop it for you. Actually, stuff from the player's handbook you should be able to drag to your character sheet. But if you can't, let me know and I'll fix it. Okay?
Is the AC base the AC in the thing?
Yes, the AC base is the AC, but remember, Dex will add to it. Now, heavy armor or medium armor, I think the max you can add is 2. So it will be...
This is correct.
Yeah, so if your Dex is higher than that, you lose like a Dex point. But if the armor is strong enough, who cares? So, yeah, take a look.
There's also disadvantages to, like, stealth and...
Right, there's disadvantages to stealth and things like that, but you haven't proven to be much of a stealthy character anyway. You kind of like to get thrown into things. Literally.
It says AC base is 16, so...
Yeah, so that's the armor
so
class.
It's... Yeah.
That's the armor class of the armor with nothing else added to it. So you got to remember, you have a shield, so that's +2. Then you have Dex, that would be another plus. I think your Dex is what? 2? 1?
1.
1. It's 1. So whatever armor you have, other than you would add +1 to it. So if it's 16, it would be 17. Then you add your shield, it would be 19. So, but the base is where the armor class starts. No armor is 10. That's the base.
Okay, I think my armor is better than what's in here.
You think your armor is better?
Yeah, because it's saying my base is 16, but their armor is 15. So.
Well, it would be 15 plus your dex. So right now you have 14 plus dex, so that would be 15 plus dex. So 17.
Yeah, because you're...
This one's 16.
What are you looking at where you see 16?
My chainmail in the AC base.
You have chainmail?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has heavy armor on.
Oh, you have what?
I think she has heavy armor on. Hold on, let me look at your character sheet.
Mm-hmm. I have heavy armor, chainmail.
Yeah, she picked up
chain
mail.
Oh.
Yeah, which is yeah. So she has a heavy armor on. So she does have a higher AC currently.
I didn't even know you could get that as a fighter. That's crazy.
Oh wait, I need hand axes. I lost one.
Yeah, and hand axes would be fine. Okay. So there is a quartermaster there. So if you're gonna stop and like requisition, I have to switch to like you having a conversation with the quartermaster because quartermasters are kind of dicks.
And I will go to the quartermaster and I'll be like, "Hello, sir. Ma'am, I would like a hand axe, please."
One hand axe. Who are you?
I hold up my badge. I am Alfie in the...
Did you forget, soldier?
She didn't really give us a group name, so like I don't really know what we're called, to be honest. We're the KMPD.
Never heard of your group. What do you want? A hand axe? He kind of like grabs the badge that you show him, like to take a look at it. He says, He kind of like looks. Are you all standing behind her?
Well, I'm certainly there because I need arms as well.
Okay. He says, "Oh, the new group. Yeah, they told me you might be coming down here. So, hand axe." He kind of like goes under the counter and puts one on the counter. Anything else?
See, is he just talking to Alfie now, or is he talking to all of us?
No, he looks like he's looking at the group. And then Lester's just kind of standing there smiling stupidly.
Understood. I need at least 2 bundles of arrows, and would you happen to have any reinforced leather armor? Something studded, perhaps?
Scouts. 2 bundles. You get 1. He puts 1 bundle, so there's 20.
Good enough.
He looks, he says, yeah, I think I have something that might fit you. He goes back behind a curtain, comes back out carrying this bundle, just kind of throws it on the counter. It's just the top chest plate. You see some like arm guards, but no leggings.
I swear I don't like those.
But it is studded leather.
Yes.
Studded leather, hand axe, bundle of arrows. Anything else? I don't have all day. Let's go. What about you? You don't seem to be wearing anything.
I'm assuming, is he talking to me or is he talking to the bard?
He's talking to you. I keep forgetting you guys don't realize who I'm looking at.
Yep.
I wish I could fix that.
I just go, I mean, I don't even think I can wear armor, but, no. And I just go, I don't believe your armory would have the items that I would need.
No. Are you special? Then he kind of looks you up and down and notices you don't really have armor or weapons on you. He's like, oh, you're one of those. Next! What do you want?
I'm good.
I figured I might have to be less prison.
You good? Did you just... Good. You good?
I'm good.
He looks over... He's like, looks over at Leslie. He's like, what is this? What are we coming to? Like, these are the recruits that she brings in. And Leslie's like...
Wait, maybe you think I'm weak, but I'm really strong. I pancaked the man with my shield.
You made a man into breakfast. That's what you're telling me. This is supposed to impress me.
Well, more like
really
I was
wasn't
launched out of a
anything
cannon and then missed the guy. Like I squished him so fast he turned into red mist. But yeah, breakfast.
Red mist, pancakes, breakfast. Yeah.
Hey,
This is the lot she sent. Lester just kind of shrugs. He's like, I don't know. I've heard good things. All right. Okay. Well, is there anything else, or can I go back to real work?
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at like Liam and Vars and be like, would he have respected me more if I came unprepared? Like, I have everything I need.
I'm just gonna look around. Does it look like they would stock anything as small as just a maybe the shortest short sword known as a dagger for self-defense?
So he will look over at Dalian when he says, would he respect me more if I came unprepared? He said, respect you more? You don't look like a soldier. You look like you're going to a ball. What are you going to do? Beat him with your fancy stringed instrument?
Yeah.
I can't.
That's okay. I do most of the beating here without fee. You wouldn't happen to have a long dagger, would you?
Dagger or a short sword?
Prefer a dagger. Doesn't get in the way of the bow.
No problem. Dagger. He pulls out a nice little dagger with a sheath. Has like 2 ties.
I'll arm wrestle you, sir. If you don't think I'm up to snuff, I'll arm wrestle you.
Would you like me to get you the stool to stand on, lass?
I just lean over I look at Thali and I go, I don't think he likes anyone.
I don't like non-soldiers.
I'm a soldier.
Are you? By the way, he's got he has his arm. You don't know. He has his arm on the counter, like waiting. He says, "You can't even reach me."
Yeah, you need to listen. It's not height that matters, okay? Get me a stool and we'll do it. We'll duke it out.
Behind her and hold her.
All right, pick her up. No, that won't work. She won't have leverage. So he will turn around and he pulls out a crate and he like puts it on the counter and then pushes it off on top of you.
Well,
Boris, roll me in history, Thalian. I don't know if that would be in your wheelhouse, but I'll let you roll. But your DC is higher. And Liam, if you're trying to figure out if this guy is ranked above you or below you, you can roll too. But your DC is like way up there because you don't really pay attention to that stuff.
I'm not even rolling because I don't care.
Okay, so Thalian, you have no idea. You like uniforms and insignias. They don't make sense to you. Like you always get them confused. But Boris, you do recognize this guy's a quartermaster. He's not an officer. You guys are entry level lieutenants. So like you're the first officer group. This guy would be like a sergeant or actually wait, lieutenant, captain, lieutenant. I forget which one goes first. I'm in Thalian's group. Which one's higher rank? I'm pretty sure his captain is higher than lieutenant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know.
That sounds right.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
But I believe lieutenants are like the entry level, like officers.
Pretty
That's
sure
like
lieutenant is just you went to military school and you are a lieutenant.
Right.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to get it wrong. So because we're gonna keep to that. So, you guys are basically lieutenants, commanders, captains. You know, they're higher ranked than you. You're kind of in that middle rank.
Lieutenant, captain, major, then colonel.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm using the British, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. It's pretty much the same thing. So, all those people rank you. This guy does not. He is a sergeant. He is like he's not a drill sergeant or anything, but he's a sergeant, like a sergeant at arms that has advanced to quartermaster. So you definitely all outrank him.
However, he has all the shinies, and he is allowed to give them out sparingly.
Correct. But he does hold a position of quartermaster, and he has obviously seen some shit. Like, he is not just, some greenhorn. He is definitely a soldier. You could see the scars. You could see the battle scar. You could, just on his armor, you could see it. So
I can tell he's a sergeant.
Yeah, you could see his rank.
Then I go, yeah, you're right. I may not look like that's correct, Sergeant. I may not look like a military person, but that does not change that we are here now and part of the military.
He kind of looks over at you after he pushes the crate off on top of Alfie. Alfie, roll me a strength check.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. So Alfie, you didn't realize there was stuff in the crate, and it kind of like takes you down to the ground. You don't drop it, you do catch it, but it like plops you down. And you're like, you struggle back up to your feet, and he like looks down at Alfie hit the ground, looks back at you, Boris, like, right.
I'm using my inspiration on this.
Hey, don't I have inspiration too?
No!
I don't think that was
Not
this
here.
game.
You used your inspiration in this game.
Damn it! That's not fair.
It's not fair.
Okay, so you get yourself situated on your crate. You kind of balance yourself, make sure the crate's going to hold you, not rock when you start throwing your weight into it, and you get ready to arm wrestle him. Right?
Can I give Alfie some bardic inspiration?
Or you're gonna cheat right in front of him?
Yep.
I'm fine.
Not cheating. He just gives her a pat on the back and says, "You got this."
Yeah, that's fine. You can give her inspiration. So Alfie, at your level D4 still or D6? D6, right?
I think so.
For bardic inspiration?
Yeah, Thalian.
Oh.
D6?
Yeah, D6.
Yeah, you can give it to her. So, how you, like, what do you, just encouragement, tapping him, you got this, take him out. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
I'm just like, Like you've fallen from the sky. You can handle this.
So Lester's like, oh, a competition. He like looks at you, Liam. He says, I got a gold on the sergeant.
I'll get a gold on the little one then.
Okay. He kind of like shakes your hand.
Given we just got paid, why not, right?
He seems very excited.
Which means don't forget you guys should add 5 to your.
Yes, all of you should have 5 gold.
I was just about to say.
Yes, all of you should have 5 gold. So Sergeant like looks at Lester and smirks. He says, "Yeah, I'm going to take this little one and rip her right off that box and remind her what a real soldier is about."
I look back, guys. If my arm gets ripped off, can we like find an artificer to replace my arm? Okay, thanks. Bye.
There's no artificers in this world.
Exist.
No, none in this world.
Can we find a tinkerer to replace my arm?
Close enough. All right, Kender, let's see what you got. So you lock arms with this hairy, meaty-handed man, and you can feel his grip as soon as he grabs your like steel vice-like grip.
Ooh.
Now, so the way this is gonna work is there's some work that needs to be involved. Okay, so I want you to roll a strength check, and I will roll one as well.
Okay. How am I adding? I just right. How do I add the D6?
How do you add the D6? So you can roll the D6 first.
Okay. Roll D6.
It's just manual.
Okay. So you see where it says modifier on the bottom? Just type in 3.
Okay.
And then you'll see that
By
it
the way,
says
just to be clear, I'm playing suspenseful music.
Okay, so you rolled an 18.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now he is going to roll his strength, and I don't have any inspiration, but he's just a beefy man.
Yeah. No, Mom gonna get my arm ripped off.
Nope. You kind of like grab onto his arm, and you like look at him, and he's like smirking and got a missing tooth, gives you a grin, and as soon as like he counts out and says go, he jerks your arm like forward, and you just counter and slam his arm down. He's just like,
Yeah.
2 out of 3.
He's right. It's all right.
Unbelievable. And he like starts rolling up his sleeves. Even Lester is like open mouth watching, like, and he just kind of he just hands the coin over without looking, like, here you go.
Liam's just been holding his hand out the whole time and just takes it.
I just keep body inspiring. It's just like
You gonna hit her again?
No.
Yep. He's like, best 2 out of 3. Give this old soldier a chance to redeem himself. I wasn't ready.
Bet. Wait, I got another bardic inspiration, right? Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave you another one, and you rolled it. And you rolled a 6.
Woo!
Is this just like a strength check?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for a strength check. All right, rolled it.
Also, I'm just gonna say this now. I would like it to be known. I accidentally just rolled a d20 instead of my strength check, so I just want to put that out there that I didn't go as hard as I could on this man that I could have last turn. Just saying.
Okay, well you rolled a 1 this time.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's for morale. I want to make the man feel better. It's all all calculated.
So he, like, you go again, and this time the both of you lock up, and you can see like you're going back and forth, like straining, and you guys watch as slowly he starts bringing Alfie down. But it's a struggle. And then finally, he gives you a little slam. He's like, oh, okay. You're stronger than you look.
I flex. flex.
Are you cheating?
No. Have a very regular training.
Real.
At home.
Puts his arm up.
This is good.
This is the decider.
My inspiration.
Oh my god.
Final bardic inspiration.
I see Valiant in between the things with a sponge. You got this, champ. You got this, champ.
I'm like playing.
Oh fuck, it's 2. Okay. 2. And then the strength check. Let's go. Let's go.
Oof. That's a good roll. That's a total of 17. Alright, so I basically have to beat a 17. I don't think so. 21.
No!
So he will, again, he doesn't just beat you. You work for it. And you guys are watching. Like, he's gritting his teeth. He's like, "Argh, argh," and finally he pins you, Alfie. And when he pins you, he's like, well done, Lieutenant. Well done.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, boy. Yeah, it looks like I could learn quite a few things from you, sir.
Yes, and
I'll
perhaps
I'll kind of like try my best to mimic the salute that I saw in the barn.
Okay.
To him.
So you give him the salute, and he'll snap. When you salute, he will snap up and salute back to you. And he'll lean in and he says, perhaps you can give these two a lesson, these fancy pants is a lesson.
I'll just say, oh, she's good at that.
I have a 6.
Drag them.
Anything else I can get you, Lieutenant?
Nope, that'll be all. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Is there anywhere here that we could get health potions?
That's not mundane, my friend.
I mean, that's why I'm asking where we'd get them.
Oh, I thought you were asking the DM. So as a DM, it's not mundane, and again, remember, healing magic is still fairly new. So
okay,
that's not something you'd walk in and be like, hey, I'm gonna buy a healing potion, because nobody would have them.
Savages.
Rough.
It's at the beginning of a new world. So Lester is standing there. He's still watching. He's like, Lieutenant, like, I've watched him take most people and just rip their arms right off. That's amazing. Like, and he kind of like grabs his arm and then like kind of looks at your arm, but he doesn't touch you, but he like measures like the girth of his arm to the girth of your arms. He's like, it's got to be something in the water. So, did you guys get all the stuff that you needed, or do you need me to put it into your inventories for you?
No problem.
I got what I needed.
What? I'm sorry. What was that, Liam?
I got what I needed.
Okay, good. All right. He will take you to the second floor. Second floor is military command and officer lodgings. This is basically higher rankings. Captains and commanders are on this floor. Okay. Third floor is Castle Guard Lodge. Most of the soldiers reside elsewhere in the city because they're working in the towers and stuff, but when they're not on duty or they have leave, a lot of them like to come back here if they don't have families or homes. So it's sporadic who's in here at any given time. And then the fourth floor is your floor. A lot of the castle is vacant and in disrepair. Like you can see, like, you know, there's still work being done here and there. So, the entire fourth floor, you realize immediately that it used to be a ballroom that has been quartered off for you. And you have a section on the fourth floor that there is, I'll just read it. The room was once a small ballroom. Rows of pillars sculpted with knotwork and images of knights support the vaulted ceilings. Lights shine into the room through tall windows facing the mountains to the south. One corner of the hall holds a collection of plain cots, empty chests, and nearby stands a large wooden table. So basically, like one corner of the ballroom, they put all your stuff. So they put some cots, some chests. Each one of you has a footlocker. Each one of you has a cot. There's a table for you to have meals around. There is also 3 small rooms that have been walled off for your use. So you have full access to the entire 4th floor. So you can use it and you can divvy up, do whatever you want with it. But basically, the stuff has just been staged for you to use.
Time to break out the sitcom tape.
It's like, this is my area.
Liam will go and set his things down and start figuring out if the leather armor will fit him. And probably make some adjustments to the fit.
Yeah, definitely it's not. It's pretty generic. It's kind of like football pads. You played football, Liam. You know how you gotta you put them on, you gotta adjust them to fit your bulk. You have to do that. But it's pretty it's
so
pretty much
spend quite a bit of time with that.
Yeah, it's pretty much they're designed to be
a bit.
Yeah, they're designed to be adjustable, but that's basically what you got, like shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Just not as bulky. More like linebacker pads or something. Well, it depends on the linebacker.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. And then the arrows, regular arrows, the dagger, typical dagger. Alfie, we kind of glazed over what you wanted because you realized your armor was better. Yeah. But you want the uniform, right? Like a miniature. Like you just want basically a uniform that you can manipulate to wear in your own style.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could put down like spare uniform for Kalaman. Because I don't have that coded for anything. Just make a note that you have it, and then whatever you're going to turn it into. Just be mindful. Like, they wear their insignias on their uniforms. So you don't want to do anything that's going to be taken as disrespectful.
No, I'm just gonna essentially take accents, like if there's like fabric in there. Mm-hmm. Like if there's like a shirt that has the color, I'd wear those under my armor, and then like if they have any like extra cloth, I'd wear it as like a scarf essentially.
Okay, yeah. So you're basically taking the uniform and making accents for yourself. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Yeah. So you can easily do that. You can tell me what you want them to look like, but it will brand you as most people will look for like a Talbert or something, so it may take a few people like a second look to go, oh, you're a soldier. Because, okay, but yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
Try and get like the shield painted.
Yeah, you can get your shield. Well, the shield is magical, so every time it like collapses, it would probably like scratch off the paint. Because remember, the shield collapses on itself. So you would have to keep repainting it. Could you? Yeah, you could. But, green shield, you can make it your own shield. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, the wear and tear of like opening and closing it would eventually scratch off the paint.
It's been blue and yellow
I like
shield.
The shield as it is.
What happened?
I like the shield as it is.
That's fine. I'm just saying the option is there. It's just that's the only drawback I can think of.
Valid.
So you guys, kind of doing your thing, getting yourselves situated, and you hear footsteps in the room.
Do we see someone attached to said footsteps?
No,
like a ghost.
Just the footsteps. I redeemed my own. I redeemed my own random encounter. No,
can Alfie roll an intelligence check if she ever does paint the shield to realize whether she needs to open it before painting? Because it'd be great to be like closed and it's painted and it's like boom, big splotches of no paint.
No, I think she would know. No intelligence on that one. Alfie's not dumb. Alfie is she has an average intelligence.
I'm just a little
average intelligent people do. Yeah,
It's just a big goofy.
Yeah, I mean that can cause ooh, let me paint this.
No, it's not her intelligence. So Alfie has average to above average intelligence. She's not dumb. It's her wisdom that's lacking.
It's her decision making. It's not the knowledge behind it.
Right. So she would know how to paint the shield. She just might use watercolors. I don't know.
And that's why Liam's here. Probably has the highest wisdom.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's just she's not dumb. She's a little rash. So, but yeah, so I would say yes, you would know how to paint it. You might not just choose the best painting technique. All right. So anyway, footsteps come into the room. You all look up to because they're not quiet. They click as they walk on the stone, and you look up and see Garrett. He is in full.
Oh, there you are.
He is in full gear, holding his helmet to the side with the new. He's wearing Belkin's helmet. He is wearing the full armor that was made for him, the Salaminic armor. He has a sword at his side. He looks a little bit older than when you first saw him, when you were out there getting pastries.
It's a time skip for him and him alone. It's an anime.
Yes.
He's going through a training arc.
Like he's more confident in himself.
Like he's seen some stuff, but he does look a little bit more confident in himself. He did have he had an experience, and he's kind of sombered him up just a little bit. Did you call him Little Bean?
No, Lil D.
Little D. Okay, I thought you said, "Hey, Little D, Little Bean." I was like, "What the fuck? When did you start calling him that?" All right. So when you say hello to him, he sees all of you. He smiles like really wide. He's like, "This is great. Have you seen everything? These halls once filled with knights, and the childlike splendor comes back to him for just an instant as he walks over and kind of embraces Boris.
Hello. Yeah, we were just giving a
Boris catch a stray hug.
Well, after he hugs Boris, he'll hug all of you in turn, but he does seem very happy to see all of you.
Hello.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did I do to deserve a hug?
You were just the first one in the line.
The first victim.
Plus, I know you wouldn't like it. So
collapse my body as he hugs, kind of thing. Try to make myself as small as possible. Like, oh god.
So, I will tell you. So, some of the things you noticed, like in the castle, a lot of the stonework, a lot of the statues are of Kiri Jolith.
I know that.
That's
you
not a
do.
famous person?
That is it. It is the warrior god.
Ooh.
Yeah, you would know who he is. Because he looks like a minotaur.
Okay. I know that.
He is very much so at
Popular
home.
choice for paladins.
What? He is, yes, he is the god of like paladins. So he's like, I'm so glad you came. Isn't this, it's going to be exciting. I think we could do a lot of good here for the people.
You're probably right about that.
After a bit of decorating, this place will look great.
He kind of looks at Thalian, shakes his head with a smile, and looks back at you, Alfie. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Where have you been this whole time? I went looking for you a little bit, but I heard you were at the castle, so I figured you'd be okay. But
oh yes, I was excited, and I came early yesterday. It seems I wanted to enlist, and I wanted to start immediately. And after I worked with the marshal and some of her soldiers, I showed him what I had learned from. He kind of silences a little and says, Becklin, and they want me to start training the new recruits.
Oh, that's so exciting!
Yes,
that's really great.
Really did connect all of us.
Well, that's only part of my job. My other part is I am going to be your new envoy.
What the fuck does that mean, though?
He looks at you, not quite sure how to take that, and then looks at Liam.
She doesn't know what that word means or exactly what their job will be.
Oh, well, I will be working closely with you and the marshal, making sure all her orders are brought from her to you. I'm just the messenger. You will not be working for me or answering to me. In fact, I think we share a similar rank. But I will be the go-between.
When he said similar rank, do I notice is he wearing an insignia that represents that he is in fact a different rank, or we're exactly the same?
No, he is actually probably one bar below you.
Huh. I don't
We're
say
special operatives.
What was that, Liam? I heard Boris say I won't say anything. Yeah, you're special operatives. So it's kind of like saying, okay, so here's a good way to explain it. There is a lieutenant, right? And then there's a Navy SEAL lieutenant. Navy SEAL lieutenant's going to get a lot more respect than a regular lieutenant. Why? Because Navy SEAL. So it's kind of like that.
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just curious because when he said, I believe we're almost this or close to the same rank, I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, no.
The difference is that he applied, whereas we were recruited.
Right. He's like an entry officer in training, and you guys are like the real deal.
How come he got a lower rank than we did? He was also at the same battle and so on and so forth.
Because they're going to use him differently. So you remember Dorrit is a knight in training. He is wearing the armor of a Salamnic knight. There are no Salamnic knights in Kalaman right now. So like Belkin was in charge of Vogler's protection as a knight, Dorrit's kind of assuming that role here in Kalaman. But he has to work into it.
He's got different qualifications.
Right. He has to work into it, though. Okay, so he is more like a drill sergeant type of person where he can train people to fight in regiments and have the honor code. You guys are like Strike Force Delta, go kill somebody and come back. So it's a different skill set. It's also I'm taking the I'm also taking the NPC away from you. So stop it. No,
he's like the people-facing person, and we're like the nobody saw us do that.
Right. Yeah, he's
and it gives a layer of plausible deniability from the people giving and receiving the orders that we are not directly connected.
Right. So basically he'll let you know. So these are some of the key things he's going to let you know that happened in the last day. He did a demonstration for Marshal Vendry and her commanders, and they basically, because of that, they recruited him. He was basically ordered to work with her to train new units of Kalaman soldiers. He was assigned to work with you guys, not as a commander, but to serve as Vendry's envoy, delivering orders to them. And if needed, he can advocate for some of your requests between Vendry and the Kalaman leaders. So he's also your spokesperson. So like he's your PR to go back to them. Yeah. Like, hey, we need to do this. He will be the advocate for you. So like all your ideas will be filtered through him. He was also given lodgings, but he is lodged on the 3rd floor because he's basically a commander in training now. And he will profusely thank all of you for everything you've done for Vogler, for Becklin, for himself. He's very excited because he is now entering in what he believes his knightly duty should be, and he doesn't feel that he would even be around for that if it wasn't for all of you. So, thank you.
Just give him a shake of the hand and a pat on the back.
And then he'll ask if there's anything he can do to help you guys get settled in. Because he hopes to continue to learn from you to be better people. And past
looks like my lesson plan just cleared up.
Your lesson plan?
you know, a teacher usually has a lesson plan.
Oh,
He said
okay.
he wanted us to teach him to be better people.
Oh, right.
I'd love to show him the song that I wrote.
I love that song. I gotta give you back your inspiration for that song. God damn it. Because yeah,
I also made a poem for Alfie.
You made a poem.
Oh.
I gotta see all this stuff. I gotta share them on Twitter. Like one of my characters wrote a song. Did you actually pen that, or did you use like some kind of the AI?
It's a combination of AI and like I give it ideas and then it makes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. So no, only because I am gonna post it, but I'm not gonna say, "Oh, one of my players wrote this." I'm gonna be like, "This was like brought up in my game." Like, kind of. I don't want to just say, "Oh, we used AI." So
I'm using this to supplement my bard skills.
Yeah, no, that's actually really cool. Now I got to get you to recite them.
Yup.
Hey, you gave yourself away, sir.
I was planning. I was actually looking for like a place where I could like commission somebody to sing the song.
Oh.
Fiverr, bro.
That, like,
yeah, Fiverr.
Actually, yeah, but the one place I found it doesn't do commissions at the moment.
Oh.
That does like authentic like bard songs because I had the bookmark from like a while ago.
Oh. Well, I mean, honestly, you're not musical. I don't know anybody who's musical. But I know some church people that sing. I wonder if they could put it. No, I like one of my coworkers. His son is a producer. He put the choir and all the music digital. I wonder if I can get them to sing it.
I know some musical people, but they're more like EDM and like.
Yeah, no, none of that. Forget it. Never mind. Okay. Do you guys? So it's almost 12. So I'm thinking. I was gonna say, you guys want to take a quick break because, or do you want? I'm trying to think. So, with the new times, we had said that we were gonna go to like a little bit later, but I don't know. I'm trying. I think if we start the next section, you guys are gonna be kind of in a bad place to stop. So I'm debating if we want to call it here and then wait to like pick up after everything, or if you guys want to go a little bit further.
I think it's preferable to make a clean break.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, what would we do otherwise? Get a mission and not move forward on it?
Right. Yeah. So like really the next part is you're gonna get your first mission. So it could be like a couple of days that you guys like acclimated yourself to the castle and arranged your rooms and got comfortable and did whatever you needed to do, and then we could start off where they basically come in and say, okay, here we go. So I think that would be a better break point than I thought you guys were gonna like walk around and view more of the city, to be honest. Yeah, because I don't want to get in the middle of the first mission and then be like, all right, we're not playing for 2 months. No, it shouldn't be that long. My appointment, well, hold on. So, yeah, I say we will call it here. It is going to be a short game, but I think like I said, after the break, we'll pick up and we'll get full swing into things. Because after that, everything kind of just snowballs. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for playing. Everyone who came by, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. I know it's the middle of the week. We're gonna go raid out to somebody. Look, I remembered. I don't know who we're gonna raid out to. I'm getting better at this. Yes. Watch.
I was gonna say all I'm waiting at this point is our new mission with the military thing, and I'm waiting on to hear back from that other thing, and that's it.
Let's see. So the Mandy's playing Dungeons and Dragons right now. Sev, I think he's preparing games. Rob and them are playing Solasta. So I'm pretty sure Mandy, like all of them, are getting ready to finish soon. So let's go into Mandy's. Yeah, let's go into Mandy's channel and be like, hey. All right, once again, everybody, thank you for coming by. We're gonna be heading over there in a few seconds. So go and show them some love. Say hello. I think they're playing. Actually, they've been playing for a while, so this is probably like well into the thing. But go say hey. Okay. Okay. Bye. Wait, I think I've got 5 more seconds. Hold on. I gotta get better at that timing thing. Now! my chat went away. What's going on here? And... Did they end before we got there?
That would be unfortunate. Yep.
No, they're there. I think.
No. It says stream offline.
Nope, it says they're offline.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well, I tried.